Chop right in here. What's up, everybody? Thank you for coming in. Grim with the raid of 5 to start us off. Right as the timer comes down, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Grim and Kieran both with the raids. You guys start us off with so much energy every single time, and we appreciate you for it. Thank you for bringing your communities in. We'll try and take good care of them today. So as you can see, we got the usual crew with us here today. We're ready for some D&D action. So for anyone who's coming in, I'm Rusty. These are my friends. We do D&D every Monday, and I do a lot of RPG content on the side to kind of fill up the schedule a little bit. Thank you for showing up. Everyone in chat. Kayla coming in nice and early. Aves. I saw Boofa guy in here as well. There's Stormy. We got Grim and Kieran. Azazel. Oh, nice Azazel. Goated X-Men. 100%. We love Azazel here. Who else? Kieran with the subby, more hype income. Man,
hey,
you don't gotta do that 7-month streak, 19 months total. God damn. Kayla comes whipping the
just
biddies
over
out.
2 Twitch babies.
We've had just over 2.
Kieran.
We haven't named our second Twitch baby, I don't think, yet. Good evening. I appreciate you, Grim. Thank you for the raid, homie. Thank you for the biddies, Kayla.
Earn the name, I'd steal.
Asmodeus.
God damn. We appreciate you guys all showing up for us bright and early and always kicking off the streams so happy. I don't really have a lot of new announcements. We're doing the Halloween rotation right now. I'm going to be playing some Little Nightmares, some Mortuary Assistant. We're going to be doing freaky games on Fridays with the homies. And then Saturday is still going to be Baldur's Gate 3 because I just cannot drop that one from the rotation ever. It's going to be there for a while. But yeah.
Spoopy season.
It is spoopy season. As you can see, we got all the cobwebs up. Halloween is in full effect over here. We're excited. I'm probably gonna leave them up through November too. Fuck it. Who says spooky season has to end in October?
No one.
We got Hell's Corp with us yet again today. You got anything you want to tell the people about while we got you here? No. Okay. Hell's Corp is a little under the weather, so we appreciate him joining us today and adding his melancholy to the environs. Peter, I do believe you have a little project that you've been going
I
hard
do.
with.
Speaking of spooky, I like spooky too. And I like 3D printing spooky stuff. So, hey, why not be a doll? Go check us out on Instagram. Fire Mission Battery. Come check us out. You can't see that. It's the wrong way, so fuck yeah. But yeah, Fire Mission Battery printing on Instagram. Or come check us out on Batching website.
Hell yeah. Go check out their stuff. It all looks really good.
Lots of D&D stuff.
We will be off next week. I'm going on a little trip. See Kayla, Tark, Jenna, and all the homies. It's going to be fun. We're going to be doing some spoopy stuff. So, we're going to be off that week. It's my first vacation in a little bit, and I am excited. It's been far too long. I have not left the country, the province, let alone the state, in at least a couple of years. So, or gone to the States, but I'm a little nervous. I'm a little shooken up about it. I don't like airline travel, especially in 2023. It's not really a vibe anymore. You know what I mean? Like, they used to treat you right. Here's a free snack. Here's some free headphones. It's like, oh, did you want oxygen on this plane? That's going to be $80 a minute. Yep. You want to fucking breathe on Air Canada? No chance. No chance. It's on the fence.
We'll
no Air
Canada. Air.
Oh, not a fan. I'm sorry, Hales. I'm sorry.
On the fence about it before.
Yeah, you didn't believe it?
No, I just didn't. It could have been good, you know.
Well, it ain't. I'm glad you're here, though, buddy. Thank you for joining us today. Just a little freebie from me to you, where you take a D6 inspiration, just in case you need it later today. Just thank you for showing up while you're feeling immensely under the weather. This is why I don't fly. I mean, flying's fine. It's not even like the danger of flying. It's that airports are stupid. Other travelers are stupid. The changes you're getting... I know I could rant about airline travel. We're not going to go down that road today. But
TSA needs to stop.
You're not wrong. Mr. Maker gets advantage from Insomnia Night as well.
Very
Insomnia Night was kind enough to whip up some dope art of Mantuka and Stanislav, which you guys can now see if they are ever away or have to step away for a game or whatever. We have a place or some art to fill that. So big thank you to you, sir. I saw the cursed Rusty emotes as well. Those were frightening to say the least, but they were awesome and I loved them. I have nightmares about them last night. It was a vibe. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you for being a hell of a community member as well. Y'all go show some love to Insomnia. He's another D&D streamer. I've been lucky enough to guest on his Fallout games a few times, so late, at like midnight, because time zones suck. But I had an awesome time playing Thurg the Super Mutant and getting to like crush Brotherhood skulls, and I beat a man to death with his friend's arm, which I had just ripped off. I went an unarmed melee combatant Super Mutant. It wrote itself. It really did.
Unarmed. You did unarm that man.
That was I made that pun. You know I made that pun in the moment. But otherwise, that's about it. You see my water on the screen? You mean your little bottle?
Yeah, my bottle of water.
Your bottle of water?
What are you talking about?
Well, see, she said drink lots of water, and I mean, I clearly have my water right there.
Mm-hmm.
It is a lemonade.
Mm-hmm. There you go. Oh, just a little flavoring. That's fair. What do you mean, lady? It's
Yummy,
really...
yummy.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Oh, God. Thank you for the raid again, guys. I appreciate
pulling the
y'all. And the
Bear
follow
Grylls
from
route.
Azazel. I missed that and all the hubbub because we don't have audio on the alerts. Thank you for the follow as well. I do believe... Oh, we got Citrus here, too. Inspirational quote for Gregory. Gregory, only you can prevent forest fires.
And only I can start them.
Take a is it D6 or
Haven't you
D8 for the
started
inspirational
a
quote?
forest fire?
He has.
Gregorly.
He actually
Oh,
has.
yeah.
But
I
you know
burned
what?
down that whole ghost village.
To be fair, he did prevent it after by putting it out. So
Well, he didn't.
I
prevent
fixed my
the forest
mistakes.
fire,
he
that
prevented it from
started.
spreading.
It
Okay, he
started.
prevented it from spreading further.
My Jazz Tiara does
Mhm.
Scorching Ray. Just saying, bitches. Just saying. I'm part of this fucking conversation.
It is a single scorching
We
ray.
appreciate you
Hey,
guys.
hey,
I
hey!
d-
For
I
that
do
first
believe
round, I'm in conversation. After that,
After that, it's over. But
You
for
can
once,
start the fire, but then we have
That's right.
to continue.
technically, it's 3 scorching
You're
rays
welcome.
once per day.
praise fucking
It's-
Mogus.
Praise
Okay,
Mogus.
so it's not the one.
Arson.
He gets 1 per day, but he can go pew
It's,
pew
it's
pew.
the full spell.
Yeah.
You want to fuck around and find out? I don't think so.
Oh my
Scorching
God.
Ray is one of my favorite spells.
It's a great spell. I
TBH.
use it in Baldur's all the time on my wizard. I love it. Anyway, without further ado, let's quickly recap where we left off. It was wasn't the most eventful session last week, but it was a fun one. Everyone had a little moment to do their thing. After you guys arrived in the small farming village of Goldbrush, Mr. Maker obviously turning invisible and taking a quick opportunity to loot the local general store of all of their leftover goods after it had burned down, finding a small stash in the basement, and then returning to the party. You all cleared out what was left of the zombie horde that had been holed up into the garrison and sealed within, managing to save the people in the basement with some creative use of gopher digging and some mining techniques from Mantuka
They were
Stanislav.
badgers.
I apologize. What did I say? Gopher?
Gophers.
I mean,
Gophers.
to be fair,
Like
gophers are pretty effective diggers too. Like, let's
Yes.
be fair. They be digging stuff. Like,
Mhm.
I will take that though. Badgers. As you all saved those individuals, you left the back of the garrison, reunited with the village folks, who no longer were interested in burning the garrison down as you all had cleared it out. You agreed to kind of go about the town, helping out in whatever ways you could. That's what all the animal summons look like, just creepy skull masks. You all took some time, and you all found a way to make yourself useful. Mantuka trying to save some individuals who had been caught in a basement, mostly succeeding, except for one poor individual who was stuck under the ceiling as it collapsed and was impaled, but survived. You left to get help, someone more capable of performing healing magic. While all that was happening, Gregory found a wounded individual in the forest with a rather large bite out of his neck that seemed to be kind of corrupting this man's body and causing it to grow. The party quickly and fucking viciously dealt with that problem with an impromptu amputation that ended up being more or less useless after it became clear that the infection was going to spread one
He also
way
got gored.
or another. And Mantuka gored him to a tree. Yes, just right off the bat, too. Before they even knew what was happening, the man got gored to a tree. So they basically hurt him, healed, hurt him, healed. And it was very up and down adventure for you guys. Mr. Maker once again took an opportunity to visit the local temple. Always a man of charity, am I right? And instead of, helping to search for any remaining people that might have been collapsed or trapped under the rubble, instead chose to look for what goods and valuables might remain. Finding the priestess collapsed under the roof, near the offerings that had remained, you found a small amount of gold and an amulet of Shantae, the local goddess, patron goddess of the village. Stanislav, I believe you're the one I cannot remember right off the top of my head.
I saved the dude that got impaled.
You healed the dude that... Yeah, okay, that was it. Yeah, so Mantuka tracked you down. You saved him. Yeah.
I had to go get a saw and saw off the thing and then pull it out.
That was why a lot of stuff happened. Okay.
And then I healed him.
I made him a biting stick.
You did?
Yes.
And
then proceeded to leave him alone without doing anything. It was hilarious.
Shut up! I helped him.
No, it was great.
With no small amount of effort, saved a man who would otherwise have been killed, and spent the rest of your time going about the village, making sure no one was in need of any extra healing, that there was no more infections being spread from bites or scratches, and mostly cleared out the town of any remaining worries or concerns. After which you were all treated to a night of relative festivities. It was an uplifting moment after a rather disheartening one for the village, finding some local fireworks they had planned to use for a festival, and you all enjoyed a light fireworks display that was put on by Gregory and Mr. Maker using some magic and some help from the locals. And all together, you all kind of began to tuck in as the evening came to a close after a rather spectacular fireworks show. So
we did something.
What did you do? What was the last
Scared
thing?
the absolute fuck out of the kids.
You did terrified the children. The flesh blob.
Flesh blob, yeah.
I forgot the flesh blob. I'm so sorry.
Damn flesh blob.
Gregory, on his own accord, not even with prompting from Mr. Maker, also turned into a zombie.
And traumatized the kids further.
More like Mr. Maker every day. One day he will walk in my
You're
path.
very slowly turning him into your apprentice.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Maker.
So, after a fairly fun and enjoyable evening, you all tucked in for a long night's rest. For the sake of brevity, we will just jump ahead to the next morning. You can all hit that long rest button if you haven't already. Get all your HPs and all your spells back and all of that. And as you all tuck in. We need like one of those like easy buttons. It's just long rest that's behind.
Wow, that's easy.
Wow, that's easy. Pew! All wounds healed overnight. It's amazing. 8 hours of rest.
As we get hurt, our like little display gets red.
So, the following morning comes. You're all awoken as the town, which like some people were camping out, some managed to return to their homes. Some of the other villagers letting people sleep within their domiciles and everything, offering shelter to those who didn't have it, but some did choose to camp out with you all. So kind of awoken the following morning as the sun's coming up, as people are beginning to rustle about and begin to prepare a morning meal from the leftover stew that's just been sitting on the heat, kind of maintaining its temperature all night. What would you all like to do this morning? The sun's just kind of begun to creep up over the eastern horizon, kind of swathing this entire valley in a nice golden light.
Gregory's laying low. He still feels bad about scaring the children.
Maker is going to scare the children.
No, not again!
How do you do that?
Joking.
Aw, don't excite me with chaos and then pull the plug. You can't tease me like that. I'm joking. No! Those poor children. I called them.
No,
I asked for
if
this.
you go
Nope,
try and
I
scare the
deserve it.
children, Stanislav's going to grab you by the back of your clothing and say no.
Mr. Maker
Essentially.
pulls out the hammer of the smith.
So,
No,
Look,
So
they've
intrigued.
been through enough. Leave the poor children alone.
It's true. It's true. This is going to be they're all going to remember this forever.
Shut up, follower.
for a little bit longer.
Besides, we have places to be.
Wink
We
at
need
Gregory.
to hit the road and get back to our
That's
hideout.
true.
you've all pitched up in a tent for the evening. You kind of step outside as you begin to prepare your day. Like I said, sun's just kind of coming up. You see people kind of beginning to gather and clear out some of the rubble from the houses now that the smoldering has begun to subside and it's a little safer to traverse and everything. They're beginning to check for whatever might have been left behind or anyone that may have died in the fire, or fires, I should say. They seem mostly preoccupied. No one's really taking any further notice of your party. You catch a quick nod from some of the soldiers around who were helping out the day before that you kind of touch base with a little bit. But other than that, they're mostly content to leave you to your own devices.
So can I look around some of the other buildings that I hadn't checked?
Sure.
Just a little,
Sure you can.
little check.
Let's go ahead and bring up the town map. We are in Goldbrush.
I'm gonna pack up the tent and get ready to fucking leave.
He's got some time. You guys, it takes a few minutes to strike camp. So Stanislav is striking camp. Mr. Maker's going out on excursion. Gregory and Mantuka, what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything special? Or are you just helping Stanny?
Helping Stan.
Thanks, Kieran. Appreciate you.
Same thing. I'm going to help Stan break camp and prepare for travel.
Okay. So, as the three of you all start breaking camp much faster than previously, you all notice that Mr. Maker has kind of left the vicinity. As you're all kind of like,
oh no!
Yeah, like you see the breakfast tent. And there's a little bit of a line forming as people file in and grab yourself some food. While you're all doing that, Mr. Maker, there are several buildings that you saw were burned down. You already cleared out Gorkin's General Goods and the Shrine of Shantae. There is what appears to be a couple residential buildings, and then the massive storehouse that Mantuka was in that was mostly burned out from your knowledge. So there's 2 buildings left you haven't really, or 2 wrecked buildings left, and then there's obviously the buildings that are still standing. Take your pick.
So which ones did you say were wrecked?
62. That's good. So as you guys wake up, you notice it's kind of a misty, a little bit of a damp day, and there's a light rain falling, causing a little bit of steam to rise up from the smoldering houses as whatever smoldering bits of wood are doused in water, and the steam kind of just erupts into the sky. It's a little bit of a foggy, wet morning today.
So, which ones were the ones that are kind of broken? You said was the storehouse one of those?
The 2 up in the top right in the northeast of the town, where you see little smoke clouds, are the 2, and then this massive storehouse was where Mantuka was the other night, where you saw the whole floor had collapsed in and most of the goods had been burnt to a crisp.
I'll check there, see if there's anything worthwhile that's unburnt.
Go ahead and roll me investigation check. The buildings.
I had already. Do you want me to do
Oh,
it
wait,
again?
I didn't. Oh, you did. 25. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. It takes you a little bit, and what you find in here isn't so much like valuables in the sense that you're gonna find like a gold stash or anything. This is legit just a storehouse for food and other valuable goods. But kind of in the back corner in the basement, what appears to be like a somewhat sunken down area beneath the rubble, you kind of clear some out and see what appears to be a small thin staircase leading in just a small rectangular room that appears to be a wine cellar of some kind, and you're just looking through the bottles. Roll me a history check if you want.
History check.
18.
18.
Okay, so you're not necessarily
good
wine expert or anything, but you can, just based on your limited knowledge, you see a few bottles here from the Druhilla Reserve, like their absolute top of the line, most expensive bottles, and there's about 3 of them there. So you can add 3 bottles of Druhilla Reserve to your inventory. It's DRU_HILA.
Give me 1 second here.
Mhm.
Manage. You said, spell it again, please.
DRU_HILA.
DRU_HILA.
Yep.
We've had a bottle of that stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
Don't remember where though.
You had it in Lysia.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's good. That is a nice bottle of wine. So you would know with the history check of 18, approximate price for those, depending on where you're selling it in the market, fetch anywhere from 25 to 50 or gold per bottle.
So that is per bottle? Oh yeah.
Per bottle. And you found 3. So, not necessarily the most valuable. There is a lot of other bottles of wine down here and other alcohols that they had been keeping in reserve. None of it near that level of quality. But if you're interested, you can kind of add, I'll say, if you want, you can add another 6 bottles of wine and 3 bottles of whiskey to your inventory.
I will.
Meta, bro!
You want some rum? Mantuka wants some rum. You find one single bottle of rum, yes.
Get some rum.
And it appears to...
Wine.
Yeah, it is an unmarked bottle of booze, and you kind of pop the cork out of it and take a sniff, and it is rum, and it is strong. It you smell it and your eyes start to water a little bit and you're like, oh, that's some homemade shit. And the bottle itself
From
almost
Petopia.
it's not like a normal rum bottle. It's almost like a gourd that's just been corked, and it's like it's
Nice.
Yeah, it's the home brew, definitely home reserve.
Some Captain Jack Sparrow.
Yeah,
Forsaken
just
Island reserve.
Unnamed special rum, and we'll see what happens later.
Nice.
Yes, be still my heart.
Anyway,
Probably gonna try to sell it.
Yeah, that takes you all together. Moving the rubble, getting that all together, probably takes you enough time that the party has struck the camp down, or at least you figure. If you'd like to go reunite with them, or if there's other buildings to be checked, it's up to you.
I'll check the other building.
There's 2 other burnt out ones if you'd like to.
Yeah, I'll take that top one. One at the very top.
Okay, very top. You kind of make your way through the town. You see some people down at this bottom right house, like beginning to clear rubble and look through, and it looks like they've pulled one body out. That looks like it was burned in one of the fires. Looks like they're probably an older, or at least like a fully grown humanoid. You do find the last house at the top of the northeast part of the town. It's a burnt down, kind of looks like maybe a 2-bedroom, like probably a family-sized dwelling for someone with like 1 or 2 kids. The entire roof has just collapsed inwards, so the 2 walls stand on either side, and some of the back one at the front, and most of the roof has collapsed.
Cool.
Yeah. Roll me an investigation check if you're. Yeah.
That's another nat 20.
Okay. You begin sifting through the rubble. You kind of make your way around some. You kind of get around to the back wall, and you can see where the roof collapsed. There's a little bit of empty space there, and you see a bed with 2 individuals in it who are pinned halfway under the rubble. But you see their arms and torso, and some of their face has just been riddled with bite marks. The flesh is blackened, and as you come around the corner, they both slowly just and start reaching out a hand, trying to grab you and start pulling themselves under the rubble, but they're stuck fast, and you see them start to separate their torsos from their legs. They start trying to claw them way towards you.
Grody. You said they're just both kind of laying back on their backs?
Yeah, they're pinned on. It looks like they were in bed when all this happened, and they just didn't make it out. They got attacked.
Can I just take my scimitar and split it in half, and then take both at one time and just stab them through the head?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Roll me 2 attacks. One using your offhand.
Cool. I will do that.
Yeah, at advantage because they are prone and pinned down under a bunch of shit. It's gonna be one of those nights where you just roll consistent across the board. Okay. First one definitely hits. Second one definitely hits. They're unarmored.
What he does.
Yeah.
What he does.
You just both sides of your double-bladed scimitar. Now that you've unattached it, just slip easily into the heads of each of these individuals and kind of pins them down to the bed further, and you pull it out. They're both easily taken care of. They didn't have a lot of HP.
Cool.
Yep. That was a very easy dispatch. You know, kind of wipe the blackened blood and brains off of your weapon.
Gotten used to this by now.
Mm-hmm. Other than that, you find the woman appears to be wearing a fairly nice necklace. Looks like it's a gold chain set with a nice bright red ruby that's kind of got like a little chips on it. Looks maybe it was either hand-me-down or purchased at a discount kind of deal, but it's still a very nice piece of jewelry. Probably fetch you around 50 to 75 gold pieces, depending on negotiation.
It's knockoff Gucci.
And you gather, like, based on the house, it's more than likely that this was some kind of either heirloom or very, very precious gift. But that is all you find remaining in the house. You kind of begin to sift through some other stuff, and everything else is either buried or burnt.
Cool.
So that'll be it for you.
That'll be it for me.
All right, you guys reunite. Mr. Maker comes back, and he's a little soot-covered after that, but for the most part, appears to be no worse for wear than he was the day before, or when he left you all. How would you all like to proceed? What do you want to do today?
Just bid a quick adieu to the captain.
Mm-hmm. That was...
That's riding out of town.
Guard Captain Streel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you know, based on where you guys are, you're familiar enough with the read. Oh, we don't need that. Players. to that. If you guys zoom in on you can't see Goldbrush because this is the big map in Goldbrush time.
I know where it is. It's like here.
Yeah, it's right next to the D in Daggerwood. So you know you have a few routes you can take from here to get back to the your sanctuary or wherever it is you guys want to go. You were taken by boat to Redwatch. You know there's a path through Southwatch you can take. What means of transport? What route do you guys want to take? The world is your oyster.
We've still got our thing.
You do still have
Our
your
cart?
cart? You do still have your cart?
Let's fucking use the cart and fucking diddy mow.
Okay.
I hate to
There
keep
we go.
asking Akesh for that favor, but if it's okay with him, I'd be nice.
I'm sure he won't mind.
That's nice. He's so good to us. He likes apples, right? I'll keep an eye out.
Apples and I wanted to try something, and I'm gonna go into that big sack of veggies that we got and grab a carrot.
Oh yeah, I've seen horses like those
Buddy,
before.
what do you think of this?
Smells funny.
Try a bite.
Don't you put it in your mouth.
Nervously takes a
Just
bite of the
stuff it
carrot.
in your face.
Tastes funny. Not bad. Like apples more.
Alrighty.
I can see better.
Stan's gonna grab an apple. and give it to him.
Let me finish that.
I didn't say take it away.
Okay.
Give him the rest of the carrot. Just munches the rest of the carrot up.
Big
Okay.
horse lips flapping.
Yeah. It's not bad. Had better.
I love him.
Tasted like dirt.
That's where it grew.
Like apples more. No dirt.
After he finishes the carrot, I'm also gonna give him an apple, and then
Yeah, he kind of, as he's eating the apple, goes into the harness that you affix him into the wagon. You guys get the wagon all loaded. So you're taking the overland route, if I am understanding you. What's the plan here?
is that what we want to do, or do we want to go back and take the boat with the direct route?
I mean, let's just fucking send it, dude.
I'm down for whatever. You want to go boat route? Let's do it. You want to go fucking scenic route? Let's do it. I'm down to clown. Whatever you want, Stanley. Fuck your horse.
Yeah, you can. We'll say roll me a history. Anyone who wants to. There's not really a geography skill in this, so we'll say history is tied to that. Mr. Maker, is this something you want to do as well?
Not 20.
Yeah, what,
jeez.
do I happen to have any, I got 6 bottles of wine. What, flavor are they? Any of them happen to be apple wine?
No, unfortunately. Actually,
You're not
fuck
getting.
it. No, I'm not gonna say no. Roll me a percentile.
Okay. Oh, no, I hit the wrong thing. My bad.
Are you gonna try and get my horse drunk?
So, while you look at the bottles and you're like, wine, you
Euphemism?
realize you might have been mistaken with the last
Horseplay.
one, and you realize the last bottle is this kind of rich amber color, and you're pretty sure you grabbed a bottle of apple cider that is quite alcoholic as well. Strong cider.
I want to take a little, put it in a dish,
Mm-hmm.
walk up to Akesh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what do you think of this? I'm just gonna hold it out to him.
Smells like apples. He says to
It is. It's made of apples.
Stanislav because you can't actually understand him.
Oh yeah.
You just see him look up at Stanislav and kind of shrug his head and like raise one eyebrow. Standing you here in your head, smells like apples.
Oh dear.
Knowing that it doesn't really, it probably won't do anything to him, I'm gonna be like, sure, go ahead.
He just like dives his entire face into the dish and slurps up as much as he can while the rest spills over. You see the horse like crunch its nose and look at Stanny. Smells like apples, tastes like fire. He starts like blowing out his big
He
ass
says
horse
it
tongue.
smells like apples and tastes like fire.
Yeah, that is what it does. You drink enough of it and you'll feel real nice.
I don't know if it
He
works
looks
like
at
that
you
for
like,
him, but-
can I have more? Just
Sure.
the eyebrow this time doesn't even say anything. Oh my
I fill the
god.
dish back up. I hold it back up to him.
Yeah, at no point do you even start to get the idea that this is affecting the horse at all. But I will say
Okay. No.
Like you give the horse half a bottle, and it starts to
Horse
kind
is
of
a
cough,
frat boy.
and it starts to have trouble like getting it down, and you gather that's less like it's alcoholic and more it's just generally upsetting his stomach. He doesn't need to eat, so probably shouldn't be drinking either, but he does not like get drunk or anything like that. Just he definitely seems like you hear some weird gurgles coming from the tummy. Who's ever riding behind him, driving the carriage, might have a bit of a smelly trip or something. You never know.
Yes. Speaking of that, sure. Let's just take the overland route. Maybe we can get more.
Oh yeah, with all those
information on
history
what's going
checks
on.
and the natural 20 from Mantuka.
Right.
Mantuka, you're pretty familiar. You traveled here by boat. You've traveled over land. You know distance and timing wise. The boat's a little shorter, but you do have to contend with it, whatever aquatic incidents may arise. Your trip up here wasn't necessarily the best one. And you know the road south through Southwatch it'd probably be a little smoother in terms of potential danger, but you are also actively crossing into the territory of the Imperium. So after Southwatch, you're not sure how much you're going to want to follow the main road. So the carriage may or may not be a hindrance one way or another, whether you go boat or overland. Distance-wise, it'd probably take a little longer to go overland.
Sweet. Overland, bitches?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Alright.
We don't have to keep. We could sell the cart at Southwatch potentially. There seem to be a lack of nice carts there.
Or we could burn it.
Does one roll 1d fudge?
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't know what a 1d fudge is.
You can fudge rolls and roll 20, but it still does rolling 1df, 1d fudge.
Or a -1.
Yeah. So like it allows you to fudge rolls, but you can't actually fudge rolls without people seeing it. So like, what's the fuck point?
The fudging point.
I think there's a way to hide it. I've just never looked into it. So, you guys are going the overland route. You would know that the fastest way there would just be to go east or west through where the Daggerwood Forest is and connect to the biggest road in the country here. And it would probably be about a 2-day journey by cart, maybe 3, depending on how fast or slow you're going. As you all load in, who's going to be steering the cart today? Who's driving? Who's keeping watch? Who's driving?
I'll look out. I'll like keep an eye out while Mr. Maker's driving.
I'm not driving.
Mr. Maker is
said I'd
avoiding the ass end of that. Very noticeably.
I keep waiting for Maker to take the reins, and he's just not here.
Stanley will drive.
I don't know who.
Oh, thank you.
Someone have proficiency in land vehicles in the party? Who's there?
No.
Mantuka does.
Yeah, I know. We thought that, but then it's all dex based, so that's not my job. That's not my thing.
It could be handling based as well.
I also can literally talk to my horse. So.
Okay, yep.
That's true.
That makes sense. With normal animals might be better for Mantuka. In this case, better for Stanny. Okay, so Stanny, you're going to be going ahead and rolling me a survival check just to maintain like the smooth path, avoid any ruts or anything in the road. You can add.
Is Gregory helping me out?
Gregory's keeping watch for anything. So roll me a perception, Gregory, before we get to that.
Ooh.
Okay, Gregory, roll with the advantage because Mr. Maker is helping you, so you can help Stanislav.
Fantastic.
helping hand.
Okay.
Okay.
A 19. All right. So you don't see anything that strikes you as dangerous. A couple times you look really far up the road, like as far as the eye can see, and you see a couple critters like deer and stuff make their way into the forest, but nothing that strikes you as a danger in any way. Stanny, with advantage and the +4, total of 21. Gregory's got his hand up, and the whole while your horse is just tooting its way down the road. Yep. And you
we do have disadvantage on stealth.
Yeah, just because of the farts. With Gregory's help, he kind of manages to point out a couple rocky patches, a couple potholes before you cross over them, and your wagon manages to make it all the way safely until about the first day of travel comes to an end. It's fairly.
We also paid what, like 50 gold for wheels for this thing?
You did. You repaired this entire thing.
Yeah.
Like you invested some
Pimp my ride.
some money into this. You get to about the edge of like where that E is, kind of at the crossroads where you see the sign sticking out. The western road leads to Highguard, the southern road to Southwatch, and you see one kind of pointing back up towards you. You assume either says Riverguard or Goldbrush. What would you like to do for the evening? You can continue traveling if you want, but you'll start risking exhaustion at this point. It is still wet and quite heavy, kind of chilly out. It's not the nicest day.
Wouldn't be the worst idea. There's kind of a time limit on what we're doing, isn't there?
I don't know if it's wise to travel through the night here, though.
Okay, yeah.
We should camp near the crossroads.
Yeah,
Sounds
okay.
like a good idea. There's probably plenty of spots there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, big public road. If anyone tries to hurt us, surely someone will come along and help us.
As you guys kind of arrive at the crossroads, you do find
More
that
escape
there
routes.
are, in fact, people already camped out here, kind of on varying spots. So, like, at the crossroad comes in, it looks like the forest has been intentionally cleared for travelers and people looking to camp on this journey, as this is a very common halfway point. You see a couple wagons that are hitched up or just parked up and their horses hitched to a nearby tree. A few travelers sitting around a campfire themselves. Look to be mostly merchant in nature, and then you see kind of one husky, half-orcish individual standing near the fire, kind of keeping a watchful eye on things as they go. And apart from that, it's just a couple other little stray people making their way around.
Ooh, we just found a mall.
Any merchants look like they have anything good?
More merchants as in like caravanners, not so much vendors themselves transporting goods. But if you walk over and check it out, you do see he's kind of bartering goods to people as he does. He's sold some water to some people, or it looks like some water and some other beverages that may be like alcoholic in nature. And occasionally will offload some food. But it looks like he's selling from his own wares and then has his own independent section. You want to ask him what's up? You can. It's up to you.
I would like to.
I'll come too. I'm just like kind of toting behind.
Hey, buddy. I see you seem to be in the beverage business.
Yeah, we do a pretty good fare of buying and selling. Yeah, we transport alcohol down from Southwatch, down from the Imperium, all the way up to the northernmost castles here. Are you looking to buy?
No, I'm actually looking to sell.
Okay.
And I pull out the one of the bottles of Drupilla wine.
Where did you get that?
May I?
I'm around. Yeah, go for it.
He grabs it and kind of just inspects the bottle, make sure it's all legit. The cork has been sealed with a wax seal too, so he knows it's not been opened up previously. Really rare stuff. Where'd you find it?
These things happen. You wander around and come across all sorts of little treasures on adventures.
Did you steal it?
No, I'm just not quite sure. I remember where I got it from. It's one of those things that kind of keeps up space in my bag of holding until you find it, and then you're like, well, now I gotta find somewhere to put this.
Roll me a
I don't really
deception
want to
check.
drink it.
Roll me a deception check.
I mean, that stacks to me. He's the kind of person who finds things just on a... He'll kick a bit of dirt and find 50 gold.
With advantage because Gregory is helping you.
Because I rolled a 1 as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say with advantage
So
as you were
fucking
trying to
lucky.
talk to him, but with the 14, yeah, no, it's much better.
I fell for it too.
Y'all rolled
19
fast
now.
that time. 19 is enough. He only rolled a 12. He's even with his bonuses, he's not like the most eagle-eyed individual. He's like, yeah, well, I guess adventurers be telling me stuff all the time. This is usually like personal collection stuff or something, but he's just the one.
I pull out 2 more.
His eyes like go wide, like that's quite a bit. What are you looking to sell it for?
Well, I was thinking I could get 40 a bottle. I think that we both know that's pretty fair.
It's not the worst I've heard, I'll be honest with you. Second here. He goes and like you see him kind of go into his like around the front of his carriage and open up the seat. You hear him kind of jingling through some coin of some kind that he might have stashed in there and something. And then you hear something close. And then it says something is locked as well. And he comes back on, kind of adjusting his shirt as he kind of like looks like he's put something back on around his neck. It's a little steep for me. I'll tell you what, I can do 35 a bottle, and that's all my currency.
Can I roll an insight check to see if he's lying?
Sure.
Oh, good.
No flash on that one?
No.
Seems like he's being earnest. You gather, like, while he is a trader, he probably does not actively carry huge sums of gold on him, so 35 comes to, what, 105 total, I believe?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, like, 105 gold is a lot to be carrying. He's already pretty nervous about that.
Sure.
Seems legit.
Yeah,
Sound like a deal?
I'll take you up on that offer.
All right.
I can do
He
that.
just starts counting out stacks of gold coins, gets to 100, throws the extra 5 on there. Deal's a deal. You just
Fantastic.
you just paid my mortgage for like half a year, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You see him kind of go
Appreciate
back
the
around to the
business.
front. You hear the thing unlock again, and then the bottles, like he comes back around, the bottles are no longer with them as you relock up. I gotta say, I wasn't expecting the. Oh, I wasn't expecting that today. Wife's gonna be happy when I get home.
Glad I was able to help.
Yeah,
And
thank
I
you.
Just kind of stride off.
I hope you don't get robbed on your travels.
That would be real bad, but I think we'll be okay. And you see the half-orc just kind of leaning against a tree watching this whole transaction, just nod at you, kind of like takes in the warriors in the group and nods at
Oh,
you
he's
with
a
like
biggin.
with respect.
If I've learned anything through my travels, whenever I think I'm okay, I'm not.
Two.
But I'll leave you with
That's a
that,
very
and
sad
I bid you adieu.
statement, Mantuko.
Well, if you're willing to escort me the rest of the way, I could maybe pay extra when we get back to the shop.
Where are you going?
You didn't really hear what I said there. I said whenever I feel like I'm okay, I'm not okay. And I'm feeling pretty okay right now.
So you're not okay. Would you be not okay with me promising you money to escort me safely?
Oh, double negatives. Oh, Mantuka, don't do math.
It's okay. It's okay, big guy.
Mantuka, roll me an intelligence saving
It's
throw
okay.
as you take 6 back of damage. I'm just heading up to Riverguard.
We could do that.
Let me confer with my associates of the non-murder hobo variety.
I'll tell you what.
Excuse me. Steal, entertain him.
As you guys are walking away, he's like, I'm going to
I
see
take
someone who's going to
Squirtle out,
pay...
I put him down too, and then walk this way.
I don't know where he'd come from. We're going to go see someone with a lot of money, so if you tag along, we'll give you 1/3 of the sale.
Sounds pretty nice to me. Who are you
Worth
going
it.
to meet?
Dang.
Shit.
Football
he
huddle.
kind of like pulls out a scroll thing and whips out a ledger. The Baron Strofield owns half the town up there. The name does ring a bell. You saw the Strawfield Fishing Company while you were in Riverguard. You saw the Strawfield Mansion, the Strawfield Farms. Like, literally, this family owns most of Riverguard.
Do I know if they're like tied in pretty heavily with the Imperium or not?
You're no longer in the Imperium. This is the Kingdom of Eldris, and they are a pretty hefty benefactor of the military. Like
Of the
for the Kingdom of Eldris here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, you know.
No big deal. I got
Basic-
us a job.
Yeah, what you understand from Riverguard is most of the town guard is even paid for by that family. They literally own that town.
We're
Yeah.
going there anyway. We can
Down.
we can go with them, get a little coin.
Yeah, a little
Praise
extra
Mogus.
gold.
Coin, Mantuka.
Well, it's actually kind of the opposite way that we were going, but if we go that way, then we can just go down
Oh my
to,
god.
we can go down to
No,
Red
no,
Watch
no,
and take
I,
the boat.
I agree with Big Guy here.
No, I
it
think
looks
it's-
like fate
sounds
wants
great.
us to take the boat.
I mean,
I don't know.
Sounds like we're taking the
I
boat.
don't
Bitches
know
are
about fate.
hoes.
I just don't want to get robbed.
You're not
I
here.
mean, we don't want you to get robbed either.
This is a private
football huddling away from
conversation.
you.
He's just
We
like
walked
sitting
away
behind
from
you. How far away did you guys walk?
Walk
A
back
solid
already.
8 feet.
Oh,
back
yeah.
to where I had.
He
back to where we
definitely-
had set up
at
He
camp.
least
definitely
10
can't
feet.
hear you. Okay, yeah, he definitely can't hear you guys all yelling at each other.
Bro,
Very
get off my dick.
shrill ass
Character,
voice.
If he
I'm
can,
telling him
if he
you're
can,
not
it's
here.
fine.
You can just hear Gregory.
Castani out so we can be alone.
Not here. Not here. Good night, Kira.
You just
Thank
hear.
you for the raid, buddy. I appreciate it.
Well, I think it's a good idea. I mean, why not?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Sweet, hands in.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, just want to see if you can do it. Peace.
So we're escorting a trader. We're taking a side trip. That's fun. Okay. Are you guys gonna rest out the night before you leave? What's the game plan?
Does it look like
I want to rest at the crossroads?
No, he
for
was
this evening.
yeah, he was packed up and or like ready to sleep for the night. He was camped, his tent's pitched, his guards are all set. Like he definitely looks like he's just ready to rest for the evening. You're all good leaving in the morning, or would you prefer to leave now? You're the guards.
I'm fine with leaving.
In the morning.
Yeah. Let's rest for the night.
Pretty far.
You've been going all day.
Morning it is then. That is Orok. He doesn't talk much,
Oh yeah, what's your name?
but he's a nice guy. Mine? My name's
Yeah.
Silver.
Nice to meet you, Silver.
It's a pleasure. He puts out his hand to shake and gives you a nice shake. You see him quite well adorned. Like, this is a merchant who travels and makes a pretty decent amount of money. He named himself
Nice.
after a coin. Like, you kind of get the vibe.
Crazy how you didn't go for gold though. I just gotta say that.
Silver has a nicer ring.
Humble.
It does though. I'm Stanislav.
He's already got gold taken. Look at him. Nice to
What
meet
can
you.
I say?
And he does it well.
And you
Hi,
too?
I'm Gregory.
Gregory, nice to meet you. He
And
shakes
I'm
your hand.
Mantuka.
Mantuka.
Nice
You
to
see
Maker,
the brains of the operation here, there.
Mr.
Yes,
Maker,
anyone but me.
in the most flashy way you've
Mhm.
ever seen. Like prestidigitizes, like turns around like he's starting to walk away, and then turns back and super flashily,
Oh my.
fucking like little tiny fireworks pop out from behind him. He's like, "I am the marvelous Mr. Maker."
Oh.
And another like the sparks turn into little versions of his head.
The guy's like
Nice.
completely just taken aback. He's okay. Branding's good. Branding's important. Wow. Impressive. Are you
Better every
guys,
time.
do you guys do this line of work often? You seem to have a little bit of showmanship in the group.
No, that's how Mr. Maker is. He is a living performance.
I am a
I'm a
purveyor.
cocksmith.
Wait, Mr.
Purveyor.
Mr. Maker.
Yeah.
I've heard... You're the one who sold that business card to the innkeeper in Southwatch, aren't you?
I sure am.
She came highly recommended. She said you were selling these little business cards. I should keep my eye
I
out for
pull
them.
one out.
I'm traveling behind a horse all day. It smells like shit constantly.
I pull one out.
Gregory goes stark white.
Remembering
The branding
remembering-
deserved a little something you put on a
I
show.
appreciate it.
You're good, you're good.
Remembering the guy in where was that? What was that fucking place called?
Dude, we got a
That
lot of places. You're gonna need to narrow
guy
it down.
killed. The guy I
Oh.
killed.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
he was in Lysia. No,
Elysia,
that was
yeah,
the
the
dude
guy
in
in
Lysia.
Elysia. Who stole my idea and then upcharged on it?
Mm-hmm.
I'll say each one 2 gold apiece.
You know what? And he reaches into his pocket where he kind of keeps his pocket travel change and just tosses you 2 gold pieces. I'll take it. And he like goes to his horse and just pins it onto the tail. Yeah, you
Looks
do
like
good
that'll
work.
do the
People are
trick.
talking about you.
Oh, well, I have, more things than business cards, but this does seem to be my most popular item.
I mean, it's a smelly world we live in.
Ain't that the truth?
I'm gonna get tucked in. You guys just wake up Orok when you're ready to leave. He'll wake me up and we'll just head out.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. And he just goes into his tent, falls asleep for the night. The guard kind of like keeps watch for a little while, kind of nods off against the tree after a bit. Some of the other campsites are keeping watch as well, so it looks like they kind of pass it around and there's kind of like a communal unwritten rule type deal happening. Everyone kind of takes their turn keeping watch. As like the night is winding down, if anyone is still awake, you'll notice like one of the other camps looking over at you expectantly. Mantuka?
I would like to do something before the end of the night.
Absolutely. What do you want to do?
I would like to wait until late at night when majority of people are sleeping,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to stealthily go to the center of the crossroads, and I want to dig a hole.
Roll me a stealth check. At advantage, because everybody is sleeping. And you're not wearing any armor.
Any hole is a goal, but why?
Hold on, stealth's decent.
Nice.
Yeah,
25.
25 is more than enough. So you wait, like you legit stay awake until everyone's like gone to sleep, and then you kind of look around and you catch the guy who was on watch for this little shift is kind of beginning to doze off. You gather you got some time to yourself. What are you digging a hole for?
I would like to pull out of my my satchel, my fanny pack or whatever, this little wooden box. And if anyone was like actually awake and we were actually looking, it's an ornate box and it seems to have some like say primitive scratchings. Think of like cave drawings kind of esque, etched into the wood. More kind of like primitive like finger drags than like a conventional tool. And it's stained dark, and it's probably the size of say half of a shoebox in dimension.
Okay, so about the Gregory toy box size almost. Little smaller than he just stole Gregory's toy box. No.
Yeah, and I'd like to.
You said it's covered in stars, so help me fuck.
I'd like to dig probably say 4 feet down.
Yep, dig deep enough that the box will be covered, and someone else would have to dig substantially to find it. So 4 feet's good.
Yep.
Kind of just dig yourself a little hole. Basically, have to use your hands to do it, but easily done.
Cool. And then after that, I'm going to fill in the hole and try to disguise the dirt a bit, so it doesn't look like a fresh.
Easily done. You just kind of stomp your hooves on it. Looks like a bunch of horses crossed. All good.
I roll on it too.
Yeah, roll me a survival check. Trying to camouflage some shit.
I've heard it helps if you drink your own piss.
22. That's a myth.
Okay, 22.
No!
Easily done. By the time you're finished, it looks like it was exactly identical to how it was before. Basically, just another spot in the crossroads. Is this a significant moment for Mantuka?
You'll find out.
Okay, interesting. As you kind of return.
Come with me, DM. Lead with me.
As you return, kind of to where you're sitting by the fire, you notice the guy who was on watch kind of jump awake. He's like, oh. He looks over and sees you kind of still up. You can check off your long rest. You got yours already. And he's, you mind taking the last one?
Yeah, seems fitting.
Go ahead and roll me a survival. Yeah, what's up, Mr. Maker?
Before going to bed, though, I would like to boot on UI.
Oh yeah, UI's been turned off this whole time
for a while.
Okay.
And put him in alarm mode. I can talk to him a bit or something, but I just wanted to say before we get all the way through the night, I wanted to do that first.
Absolutely, you just boot him up. Hello, sir.
Hey, what? You've been asleep for a while, huh?
I was waiting for you to turn me back on.
Yeah, I got busy, man. That's my nuts.
No judgments.
You really know how to turn me on.
Is there anything you need, sir?
And then just touch
I need
me.
you to watch for us.
Of course.
Make sure no shenanigans.
Okay. So go ahead and roll me a perception check for his watch. Mantuka, I'll say, like, while you're waiting for the party to pass out, you can doze. That's how you get your long rest for the night well, and wait until the middle of the night to do your digging and everything. So everyone can rest up. I will say, if Mr. Maker is getting his little robot, you do notice at some points during the night just the pair of glowing green eyes that is a named intern occasionally passing over you. He doesn't speak. He doesn't seem to acknowledge you in any way. Nothing seems out of the ordinary to him.
Kind of a familiar comfort.
Steel Defender, okay. Mantuka, if you want to do a perception for the last watch as well. Yeah, he does not pick up
For
on anything.
shizzle. Perception. Not my best roll. Not my best roll.
Didn't actually go through. What was it?
X.
It was a nat 1, so it was a 6.
Love that. Yep, you kind of like catch the early morning. Oh, there it goes. Catch the early morning portion of the watch and Your watch passes without any incident. As the morning sun starts to creep up, that kind of like pre-morning light fills the sky where it's that almost grayish kind of misty color. And then eventually the sun creeps up. You all awaken from an evening's rest. You get your patron, your new employer, awake, Orc. The orc kind of gruffly shakes the outside of his tent. He's like, I'm coming. You see him get down. Orc strikes their whole camp in a matter of about 2 to 5 minutes, just super quick. You can tell they've probably been traveling together for some time. So we all ready to go then?
Absolutely.
You have a carriage of your own as well. Would you like to lead or ride in the back?
Probably best that we lead.
Yeah.
We can have Orc on rear guard. That's no problem. He doesn't mind walking behind the carriage. If someone wants to join him there, just so we're covered. But I'll ride. I will follow you for the most part. At this point, Stanny, you know the route. So there's no real roll required. If you want to make a survival check just to try to avoid any major issues on the road, feel free. Gregory,
before we kick off, though, I'm just going to go up to Mr. Maker and pull out my old axe, Stanislax.
Stanislax, yes.
Yep. You seem to be a much better salesman than I am. I'm not good at it and not practiced. So, you want to see what you can get for this thing next time we're at an armory or something?
What's the catch?
Nothing. Just split it between everybody.
He strokes his chin.
Little pointy beard.
Well, you see, doing the work, I do believe a small profit share probably isn't the most beneficial for me in that. So I'll take just a little bit off the top, but I would gladly sell this for you. He flashes you with that shit-eating grin.
Salesman grin, this motherfucker.
Stanislav just like face palms. Sure, but if that's what it takes, then sure.
Very good. He picks it up. This giant.
It is, yeah. It's a hefty magical battle axe.
Just like it jams it down in the fanny pack.
Stuffs it into the fanny pack of holding. Fair enough. You watch as your employer like observes this entire moment. Look, just takes a minute at the fanny pack and looks up at all of you. I need to get me one of those.
They're very useful.
Are we ready to go? He just kind of climbs up on his cart. You see his one horse there. It's kind of this nice brown, kind of chestnut. Nothing too special about it. Very plain, kind of fluffy mane and a long flowing tail, which now has a Mr. Maker like business card just pinned right into the tail hairs. Much better. Lavender Meadows. Good choice. He's following your lead. So Stanny, go ahead, survival to just keep an eye out for any hazards on the road, on the path along the way. Is anyone
for the first hour? I'm gonna have a morning jog. So I'm gonna jog about 30 feet out in front of the cart and just mentally tell Kesh to watch out for whatever I find.
A survival for Kesh while he is steering.
Okay.
With advantage because you're helping him. Who is keeping watch for the party?
Hello.
Okay, Gregory, perception check.
Can I help?
Sure.
Bless ya.
How do you help, Mr. Maker?
Oh.
I mean, I was just.
Why'd I roll 3?
Look.
Not 21, 10 or 9.
Encouraging words.
It was a 10 or 9. If you want to roll on your own, we could just take Gregory's 10 instead of giving him advantage. It doesn't really matter either way. He rolled like shit. So go ahead and roll. Oh yeah, you have advantage on shit too, don't you? Goddamn.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
I will.
Flash of genius.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Fair enough. So Gregory, you're a little distracted. You don't really catch anything while you're trying to keep watch. Your mind kind of wanders as you're weaving up this road. You know, just down south of here is the tribe that took you in when your journey first started. The individuals you all helped the first time you came up here as a party. Took out an assassin together. Gregory died. So you're a little preoccupied in your thoughts today, just thinking back over the events of that day, the loss of your friend and your mentor kind of taking care of you. Yeah.
I'm worried about them, but not worried enough to go check, because I know that they're capable people.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I hope.
And then Mr. Maker.
But there's capable people.
You keep a pretty weathered eye on the horizon, making sure there's nothing like waiting to ambush, and jump your way out. It looks at one point like you see like someone kind of walking towards you, and then he sees the cart and he's like stops, and you see him very actively size you guys up as a group. Wearing very simple kind of clothing that you'd expect to see someone who probably takes up residence in this area might be wearing, if you catch my drift. And then he just darts off quickly into the forest as he kind of registers you guys all on horseback, carrying all your weapons and everything. That's what you see.
Did I see which direction he went in?
He headed north, so you're like kind of making your way up the road. He just made his way right up to the north from where you guys are. So like in terms of distance, you would probably be a couple miles up the road on a nice straight part.
Could I roll an insight to see if
Yeah.
it looked like he was going to get more people or running away?
Absolutely, you can. That is perfect time to roll insight.
Also, after the first hour, I'll hop
16.
back onto the cart.
Okay, you
16.
You see him pause for a moment, like you actually watch him take in all of you, and then hesitate as he assesses the situation. And the way he runs off, does not necessarily indicate this is someone looking to chase you, ambush you guys, or something. There's fear in his demeanor as he did it, like, oh shit, these guys are armed to the fucking teeth. Like he sees a giant minotaur, a half-orc, a giant golden man, all traveling with this caravan, and you see him skitter off like a rat would.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. You guys continue?
Yeah.
Okay. You start to see Riverguard, kind of towards the end point of the deck. Go ahead.
I will just kind of like tell the party that I saw him.
Okay. You kind of informed by Mr. Maker that there's possibly a bandit presence on this road, but maybe the group of you guys scared them off together. And it's you kind of come out of the Daggerwood forest around like the later afternoon point, and kind of look out on this nice wide flat valley. Just a couple small rolling hills on it, nothing high enough to even break the horizon. You see just the tip of the towers of the fortress in Riverguard. You know, probably a couple hours away. You'll be arriving by nightfall. Is there anything anyone would like to do before arriving in town? Just business as usual.
Gregory turns into a tiny monkey. He grabs the bone mask and on the cart kind of goes into a corner and just boop, puff of smoke, and a tiny little monkey in a bone mask just kind of looking around.
Okay.
Well, that's a new one.
Bigger version of the same monkey.
You can't turn into animals per se, but you recreate like an anthropomorphic, humanized version of of this like capuchin monkey kind of look, and it's very disturbing to everyone else in the group as you watch Mr. Baker not transform into a primate, but into a man with an ape's head and fur and face. It's very like early Planet of the Apes movies.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
Like,
Exactly what I was
it's
thinking.
It is quite nightmarish.
they blew it up.
Damn you!
Damn you all to hell!
Oh shit! There goes the planet.
You all look as Mr. Maker just kind of takes you all in with this very strange monkey face. The guy who hired you sees this happening, and you're walking behind him too. He looks back, he sees the monkey. Oh shit! What the fuck is?
At this point, I've just learned it's better not to ask questions.
If you guys aren't, I'm not supposed to freak out about this.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
This is fine. It talks.
Very
When
different voice,
Why is
by
there
the
a
way.
why is there a
Very
monkey in a
gravelly voice.
suit behind me?
I mean, don't.
ooh. I'm just gonna let that one slide. You guys seem okay with it, so I'm gonna just go out on a limb and assume this is normal for you people.
Boop, boop.
All right. He sees the little monkey. I'm less disturbed by that, but the mask is creeping me out. And he just whips the horses forward. And by about the time the sun starts to go down, you travel your
I
full
also
day
want
here.
to pick up Gregory and put him on my shoulder.
Oh, I love that.
I let him, and I just kind of like sit there like a rag doll.
Little legs just kind of dangling and kicking. Yep. He's just walking with Greg. That is so disturbing. At about the time you guys all arrive into town, the sun is just beginning to fall behind the western horizon, leaving this like orangey golden glow in the sky. First building you see as you come into town, right on the outskirts, this massive fenced-in estate, a sprawling mansion, not entirely dissimilar in construction to what you saw at the Baroness's house, the leader of Raven Guards, Countess Levana. Sorry, Countess, not Baroness. Similar construction, you gather, probably similar architecture, all coming from the same kingdom. This guy kind of drives up to the gates. You guys kind of just barely pull past, so you hear him yell, "We're just gonna stop here. This is where we gotta get to."
Victory!
You see the guards at the gate kind of recognize, come on in. They just like immediately go out and open. You gather he has a pretty common route and he stops up here a lot. They kind of like see you guys. Who's the new guys? Like they're with me. We need a little extra protection on the road. Things are getting a little dicey out there. And the guard's like, "Oh, all right. Don't cause any trouble while you're here, yeah?"
Of course.
Yeah!
I didn't plan on it.
No sex workers.
Well,
guys
maybe a couple. Let's not
try.
take it off the table.
You guys make your way up the center like drive that kind of like goes straight with trees on either side that kind of overhang the top, almost like a beautiful natural archway. And you come out and do a circular thing with a large fountain in the center that the carriages are kind of pulled right up into the front of the house before kind of veering off this little side road. So you get a beautiful view of the front of the house, and there's this little side path that comes off that circle that kind of wraps around the back. And you see your employer now driving his cart towards what looks like a storehouse that's kind of held in the back northwest corner. Here's a couple guards already out front. They nod as he just pulls his cart up, kind of turns it, and backs the cart right into the warehouse looking building.
I'll just stop our cart kind of in that circle, I guess. Get ready to turn around.
The guards see you. Good evening.
Same to you.
He
Hi.
just nods and goes back to his duty. And he pauses as he sees the monkey person.
Oh, no. I turned out.
You turn
that's
back?
what I
You turn
said
back?
earlier.
Okay, my bad.
I turned back. I'm just Mr. Maker with a monkey on my shoulder.
Okay, we love that.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh, you see him? He's like, "Oh, that's cute."
Don't get too close, he'll bite.
Oh, sorry. You see him kind of regain his guard-like composure. After a while, your employer comes around. They're just gonna
Fucking love
unload.
this.
I just gotta pop inside and grab the money from the owner, and then I'll see you guys paid up. And we can go our separate ways for the night.
Sounds good.
Cool.
Much appreciated.
He goes inside. You see these massive oak doors just open up and kind of let out this beautiful light from inside. This glow, almost ethereal in nature, as the light kind of begins to spread out into this courtyard. Makes his way inside. The doors close behind him with a loud massive doors. And about 10 minutes go by, and he eventually comes out holding what looks like a about Gregory-sized toy box, like the toy box sized chest. And
Nice.
he's like, "Yep, they'll be unloading the cart all night," but he just like goes over to your guys' cart right on the back, opens it up, and you see 3 bags. He just grabs one of them, plops it down in front of you. 200 gold pieces for your trouble.
Sounds good. Appreciate doing business with you.
I appreciate it. You guys want to grab a drink?
Damn.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Always
one-
down for one of those.
This one will be on me. He kind of like closes the chest up. Oruk, take this. Keep an eye on it. No fireballs yet. How's it going, Kay? Thanks, bye. Appreciate you coming in. He kind of leads you just on foot. You can park your cart at the stables if you want to leave it here overnight. I'm sure they won't mind either. Guys did just make them a pretty lucrative business deal, so you see the guys.
I mean, if they wouldn't mind, it's probably safer here.
The guards, yeah, just park it out by the barn. Don't Don't leave it in the way of anything. You'll be good.
Of course.
Cool. You park up the car.
Danny will make off to do that, yeah.
Your horse, as you kind of leave it there, you gonna unhinge him, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I'm gonna unhitch him, and I'll just tell whoever's like watching over the horses. He's very, very obedient. You can tell him to do basically whatever, and he'll obey.
Does he like apples?
You have no idea.
There's an orchard out back.
Alrighty then.
You see him go over to the horse. He's like, "May I?"
Of course.
Just come with me, pretty one. And you see him lead around. And you kind of look around the house, and you see kind of sprawling out in the back fields what looks like a series of apple trees with just bright red apples, all just reflecting that evening light.
He's found Nirvana.
Yeah, I mentally say to Akesh, be a good boy, but enjoy yourself.
Take your time. I'm gonna be here a while. And you guys all...
200 gold?
Yeah. So how you guys divvy that up? 50 apiece.
Yes.
Yeah. You all get 50 gold pieces. He leads you to the bar here in Riverguard, which is the Renegades Roadhouse. So let's pull up the town map here for you guys. So you can see, there's the estate up there in the top left of the town where you guys were, and then the Renegades Roadhouse. It's a building you guys are familiar with. You stopped in here on your way through town the first time. It is run by a pretty but simply dressed woman named Hanilla and her husband, who owns the blacksmithing shop behind the bar. He kind of leads you in there. Yeah, Thack the dwarf, and Hanilla, the owner of the roadhouse. He leads you inside. It seems like he has like a spot in mind. He immediately goes to this table in the back that's kind of in its own little circular room that's just off the back, and he's like, nice. He kind of points at Hanilla as he doesn't even he stops to say hello. He just kind of continues walking past her as he does, though. It's just a brief hello. Is the room free? She's like, yeah, for you, anytime. Thanks. He goes in, shows you all the way as well, and stands at the door, and he closes it. And it's like this plain wooden door with a glass window that's translucent, so you can kind of see shadows occasionally moving behind it.
Kind of like the Peaky Blinders private room in their pub.
Almost, yeah. Not quite as fancy. You gather it's just probably
same concept,
more
though.
If you were to rent, if you wanted a private room for like a party or a more private kind of setting or something, this would be what you use. He comes in, closes the door behind him. Or an orgy. Yes, this also doubles as the bukkake room. God damn it, Peter.
So sex workers are on the table.
Yeah, we just don't talk. We just don't go into details about them. You guys want to spend your gold on shit? You spend your gold on shit. I don't need to talk about it.
50 gold. Like,
I have 50 gold. I want to have some fun tonight. I'll be like, you have some fun tonight. Fate black. That's all you get. You can use your own imagination for that. Also, I love the background. I didn't notice it was the Black Knight until just now.
It's not. It's the Knights of Knee.
It's the Knights of Knee. It is. Yep. Sorry. The horn's on there. Yep.
Wait, no, they're no longer the knights who say knee. They're now the knights who say boing boing.
Fucking love that movie. So he closes the door as you all grab a seat.
I have a
he kind of like stops as he closes the door, opens it again, and just waves, and you see Hanilla bring him a bottle and 4 glasses or 5 glasses for each of you. Closes the door, puts them down, fills them all up, puts the bottle in the center of the table. It's not as nice as the reserve that you sold him. It is a Druhilla special, but it is one of their like more common bottles. And he just like sits down. Said I'd get you a drink. You guys did me a pretty damn big favor. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, things are pretty crazy around here.
It's not even that. Yeah, we had more guards when we left. It's been a busy few weeks.
Busy for us too.
I know. Slides a piece of paper. He literally reaches in his jacket, slides a piece of paper to one of you guys.
It's a ransom note, stranger danger.
Slides it into the middle of the table. You pick it up. He looks at you as you do.
It is stranger danger.
You open the letter, and you find a hastily scribbled note that says, "Return quickly. They have found it." and it is signed by Lydax. It is a very familiar signature. You've all seen it before.
Damn. Could have given this to us when we were closer.
Yeah, I need your help dropping something off. It's to do with that as well.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, then we probably shouldn't waste too much time.
Do we extrapolate that this means that the Imperium has found our hideout? Or that the dwarves have found the device?
I'm gonna give you this one. It is definitely okay. If there was the Imperium has found us situation, you probably wouldn't be receiving a letter.
Oh,
okay.
They would be
point.
They would be dead. You gather
Email.
This is more likely to do.
That's a pager situation.
You got a pager stitch. You gather this is more likely to do with the Temple of the Shifting Sands and the Incendus dwarves having located it. What's up, Brandon? Welcome in. We are doing so good.
Oh boy. All right then.
Yeah, we need some allies, and the Strofield's got a pretty sizable bank account. So I had to drop something off here. Had to meet with you guys. It just so happened that we found you on the road and made my life a little easier.
Fair.
The money worked out.
Cute.
The money worked out okay too. I'll be honest with you. Thanks for the wine. That actually, they paid good money for that. I wouldn't have made nearly as much. Roll me an insight check on this guy for me, real quick.
Yes, please.
All of us?
Yeah, anyone who wants to. It's your choice.
Is 18 enough, or should I flash it?
18 is plenty. He's not hiding it at this point. We got Hydrate from Mantuka as well in the chat. Thank you, Peter. As you kind of size him up, and you realize at first, like, yeah, this is a guy who buys and sells trading goods, and usually pretty mundane shit. It becomes clear to you that that may have almost been intentionally so. And that this man, while appearing to be a simple trader of goods and one ferrying goods from one port to another, is far more likely someone who was well paid to transport items of interest or various illegalities across certain borders, i.e. a smuggler. And you gather that this whatever he just sold to the Strawfield estate was pretty substantial if it was 600 gold pieces worth of money.
Yeah. Indeed.
Also figure probably he is using his connections for our cause, which is totally cool.
You gather. I've got my own places to be. I gotta go try to drum up some support for us in the east, but if all goes well, we won't be alone in this.
Well, that is definitely something we want.
Something to note, the letter, the piece of paper he handed you was sealed. It had not been opened. He has no idea what is on that paper.
Cool.
They just told me it was important.
Very much so. Thanks. Thank you for bringing it to us.
They pay me well to do my job.
I burned.
Tell you what, Rares has been turning a pretty lucrative profit in your hideout over there. So when he asked me to help you guys out, I was happy to do so.
That's good to hear.
So, I'm gonna head out in the morning. No use traveling on tired eyes, but there's room and board if you guys need it. On me.
Yeah, thanks.
Sure. Thank you.
So, what's the
Let's
plan?
sleep in the
Are you
lead,
leaving
boys.
immediately? Are you leaving in the morning? What do you guys want to do?
I'll leave in the morning. They can't find it any more than they already have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, find what?
No, I didn't say that. I said that to you, the DM.
So, you all kind of like leave the office. He just nods. He kind of waves at her again. She just nods. It's at this point, with the insight checks that some of you rolled, you gather that him and Hanilla are intimately familiar in their lines of work. There's a familiarity there, and even as he nods and waves his hand, she just quickly produces 2 keys from under the bar. Back room.
Cool.
Thank you.
And she's gesturing to like what you know to be the kitchen and storage room.
No problem.
Like
Yep.
I know where I'm going.
Yeah, you kind of make your way in. The chef back there, kind of a shorter individual, but quite portly. He's rather rotund, just quite short. He is currently just whipping up a really heavy, like chowdery looking soup. It looks like it was made from some of the local fish caught from the river, and it is just like enchanting smelling. It is absolutely beautiful. Thanks for the alert, Tiff. I appreciate it. And he kind of like sizes you all up, points to the door. And you guys make your way into the storehouse. And as you do, you see in the back a keyhole just right at the back of the storeroom, leading to a very, very simple door. It's not necessarily hidden, but it is definitely locked up and tucked away in the back of the building here. And you put one key in and have to put the other key in the second slot. And as you turn them both, the door makes its way open. You find a very simple room, like literally barely 15 feet at any given dimension. It is quite cozy. There are 4 beds up against the wall, 2 bunk beds, and what looks like a small table that has a card, like a deck of cards that looks like people were playing a game of cards here until they headed out. Some of the hands are still spread out among the tables. You find yourselves in what is most likely a Thieves Guild hideout.
Let's play poker, boys.
I don't know if I've ever played in my life, but sure.
I only play strip.
But what's poker?
Oh,
as
it's a very fun game.
As Steele hears Mantuka say, I only play strip, he's like shaking his head behind Mantuka.
Oh, you want it, son.
No.
I've never played poker, but I'll play. That'd be fun.
Yeah,
Be a
it's
good way to
gonna
pass
be
the
a lot
evening.
of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's a very lucrative game. Let's play some poker.
Okay.
Why not?
All right. Mantuka, you in?
So
Have some fun.
I am right to know that neither of these guys have played poker before.
At the mention of poker, I pull out my my fanny pack change purse, like kind of like the 80s, 90s wrestlers would have.
Yeah.
Like an arcade operator. I got the coin slots. Like the...
You just have to pop the little thing and the quarters shoot out. Yeah, love it.
And I'm gonna
Mantuka
pop.
as a change nanny. This is amazing.
I'm gonna pop 10 gold into my
Mhm.
hand, and I'm gonna call Steele over. You didn't die. Helping hands are helping hands. Here's your cut, and I'm gonna give him 10 gold for his share
Hard work. Okay.
from the escort mission.
Okay. Are you sure, boss? I mean, I didn't really do anything.
Are you still standing in front of me? Do you
That's
want me
all
to
right.
take
No,
the
he
money
takes the
back?
money and pockets it and just goes and stands in a dark corner of the
Mr.
room.
Maker, Mr. Maker
You
goes
get
over to
advantage
him.
from Boofa guy.
Mr. Maker
Sweet,
goes
thanks,
over to him,
movie.
puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Hey, now wouldn't you want to turn that 10 gold into more gold?" And just slowly leads him over to the table.
I don't know.
Mr. Maker's a pool shark.
Mantuka, you control Steel. What do you think he would do? It's not necessarily.
I'm gonna get him to roll insight. If it's
Okay.
low, he's gonna be yell for it. If
Yep,
it's
yep.
high, maybe not.
How do you fucking play poker? Does anyone have a deck
13.
of
You gonna
cards?
roll deception against him?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
He's leery of you. He's leery,
I don't
but
have
he's
a deck
still
of
intrigued.
cards to like deal
Well-
out here. Like I don't know how I do this.
We all download a poker app and
we just play
You can
poker.
roll a or I don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
we just play poker on stream. Oh my god. I have a method. It's not quite blackjack, but it is the equivalent for this. It's very, very simple. So it is deceptively
Oh,
simple.
fuck.
Uh,
He's intrigued. Like they're pretty much the same. So he's
Yep.
kind of like stepping more towards going to see what you have to offer.
okay. So I was like, I mean, I'm not to brag, but I've won a couple hands or two in my day.
Sounds fantastic. I'm sure you'll win even more. And Mr. Maker pulls up a chair, gestures to it.
It's cool with you, boss. Puts 10 gold on the table. Let's go. I got this.
I also put 10 gold on the table.
Me too.
Sure. Yeah.
Mantuga, are you in or out?
Oh no, I'm just watching this bullshit.
Okay, so we have 4
You
people.
can have my
in.
fucking servants $10.
Okay, so this works a lot better at a normal table because everyone rolls their own d6 or 2d6s, and then you try to bluff to see who has the higher and who's going to win the hand. We can't really do that in the Roll20 chat. So,
Just don't look at the chat.
Yeah,
Everyone, but
I'm gonna have to. This is like a trust you guys not to look at Roll20 or the stream kind of moment. This is a trusting moment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can just have D&D Beyond. And
yeah,
have
you
it
can
open
roll straight from D&D Beyond. Easily done.
Right.
Yeah. So let's just start with Mr. Maker. So no,
I'll
everyone
roll
leave the Zoom chat. No looking except for Peter.
How do I?
Wait.
There's a little dice icon at
Praise
the
Moses.
bottom left of your roll or D&D Beyond. Click
What do you-
that and then click the D6 twice and it'll activate too, and then you just hit roll.
What do you mean leave the Zoom chat? Do you mean leave the Roll20?
Leave the roll. You know what? Just don't leave. Just don't look at it. Just ignore it. Look only at your D&D Beyond for now.
Sure.
Now, and even if their number pops up there, ignore it. I'm trusting you guys. There's no real way to. I mean, I could.
I also do want to just say that I have a couple little.
I know you're definitely
Shenanigans.
going to be cheating. I'm aware.
Yeah, he's
Uh,
not gonna be.
The only way to do this on here is for. I mean, can you DM whisper rolls? I can GM roll, and you guys won't be able to see your cards. That doesn't work either. So we're just gonna have to improvise. We're gonna
Wait,
go on a trust.
so I saw the GM roll for me on the when it pops up the little roller thing.
Mhm.
If I type in GM roll, will that be where only you can see it? So like if I do
I'm gonna
this,
try it. 2GM. Did you guys see that in the Roll20 chat?
anybody else see that?
No.
Okay. So I just
No.
have to trust you guys not to look at the Twitch chat. Awesome.
You can /GM roll
Yeah.
D20.
You
we're
also
doing-
can
In-
just click the little dice thing, and there's a little slider where you go to. choose the
Oh, I
dice
thought that
roll.
was just for me. Okay, cool. So, because there's going to be a lot of people rolling, starting. All right, it's working. We're going to go from the top. You're going to roll them all at the same time for each of you. We're going to go one by one, and then we're going to go around, and everyone's going to bet and do their shit. So you all out of the Twitch chat now. I'm trusting you. So, Mr. Maker, please roll me 2d6 privately. Shit. Can you do them both in one roll? So, like, where the d6 is, click the little 2 next to
yes,
it.
I can.
Yeah, we'll go from there. It's
And
just
Pat, you can roll for Smelly, so we keep it all fucking.
above. I mean, you want you
Secret.
you can roll for Smelly if you want, but
No, I don't want to fuck it up. You got it, brother. I believe in you.
okay. So that's yours. We have Mr. Maker. Next up, Stanislav, please. I'm just going counter. I'm going for Mr. Maker like this around the Zoom party.
misclick.
Misclick. Oh no. Okay. I'm hiding that. I don't want to see it anymore. Get the fuck out. Gregory, go ahead and roll as well. Okay. And I will roll for Smelly. Okay. You guys see what you rolled in your GM roll, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So, now we start the round. You can bet, you can raise, it's literally standard poker betting rules. We're starting with Mr. Maker. The
Well, I
goal
guess
is
I
to
got
get
called
the
then.
goal is to get the highest possible number out of everyone at the
10.
table.
One.
You can
one
raise if you want. You can re-roll one of your dice, but that people will know that you've re-rolled the dice. So it's up to you. Like in this game, you can re-roll one of your rolls one time, and then obviously you can cheat on top of that. But are you happy with yours? Are you gonna raise? Are you gonna stay? What do you want to do?
I mean, what's it at? Is it just 1 gold right now, or?
There's each of you put 10 gold in the pot. So there's.
Oh, I thought we were just putting it on the table. And
Yeah.
we were gonna-
That's our betting currency.
That's our.
Oh,
Yeah, that's.
I mean,
what
sure.
We're betting.
Then you
with.
all
Yeah.
will say you all would have had to buy in for 2 gold because you
Sure.
have to start the round with money one way or another.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
that's what I was asking.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So there's already between the 4 of you 8 gold in the pot.
No blinds.
Basically, no blinds. No.
Okay.
Would you like to raise? Are you gonna stay, or would you like to re-roll?
I'll re-roll one of them.
Okay. And you just have to remember what your you just have to remember what your total is.
Oh,
You have to use the new roll.
You have to add the new roll to your other one and subtract the dice you rolled from it. So you're basically replacing one dice with a higher one.
Or a lower one.
Yeah, if you want. The goal is to have the highest possible number, or at least bluff them into thinking that you have the highest number.
So if the new roll is lower, you don't have to use it.
You do. You have to pick up one of your dice and re-roll, basically.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So once
I see what you mean.
It's so you're re-rolling your second dice, I'm guessing, Mr. Maker.
Yeah.
So I'll just add what you rolled on your second dice to that, so you know what your current total is. Correct?
No.
Okay.
I believe I do.
All right. Are you gonna put any more money in the pot? Or are you done?
I'll put another gold piece down.
Okay. So, Stanny, it's to you. There's been a raise of 1 gold piece. You can call. You can re-roll. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna re-roll one.
Okay. Which one are you re-rolling?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, fair.
Neat. Yeah, Stanny will actually put in an additional 2 gold on top of the 1 to call. Go for
so
another
call
3.
And then another 2. So,
yep.
Gregory, it's to you. It's been raised by 3 gold. Do you want to call, stay, or re-roll? Or call or stay and or re-roll. Your choice. You can do 2 of the 3.
I'll keep what I have, and I'll match everyone, so I put 3 more gold in.
Okay. So altogether, everyone has 5 gold in the pot right now, except Smelly. Smelly, who rolled actually not pretty bad, is going to re-roll 1. He is going to put, he's going to put another 3. So there's 20 gold in the pot total right now. And it's back to Mr. Maker. You get 1 more round of betting. If you re-rolled first round, you don't get to re-roll on second.
Sure.
What do you want to do?
So I will.
But you still have to call my raise.
You called his
well,
raise. Technically, you'd have to pitch in your.
Yeah, I re-raised.
He re-raised.
Cool.
So
Yeah, I'll raise and then add an additional gold, so 6 gold.
Okay, so we're at 21 gold in the pot, and you're gonna go from there. So, Stanny, it's to you. Remember, you can still cheat.
Oh, and I will.
You get 1 more round after this. That's it.
I know.
Okay.
I'll call his gold, and I'll
22 gold in
be
the
good
pot.
at that.
Gregory, it's to you. Kitty.
It's
so cute.
I'm gonna re-roll my second die, if that's a thing.
Yep, you can re-roll
once.
And
boop.
You got your total?
Yep. And you raised it?
By 1 more, yeah.
I'll keep going, so that's 6 gold.
Yep, so altogether 23 in the pot, and then it'll be 24 when Smelly calls up to his. Smelly's going to, look down, slide in the last gold pieces. So 24 gold in the pot, and this is the final round. Y'all got your numbers?
Yeah.
There's 60 rolls in chat, so I'm trusting you guys have your number at this point. Mr. Maker, the action's to you. What do you want to do?
So, how would one go about cheating? Well, I think it's pretty understandable that Mr. Maker probably has a deck of cards that he just has for this very purpose.
Yeah, no, basically you all have a deck of cards. Each card just goes from 1 to 6. And yes, you could substitute a card if you so chose.
I would like to substitute a card.
Okay, it's going to be a sleight of hand check in front of everybody. Keep that in mind.
That's fair. I know.
If you guys would like to roll
Against our
perception,
passive
you can, or you
perceptions,
could
or-
be against your passives. Your choice.
Probably that.
Okay. Is it it's basically, do you trust Mr. Maker or not? Are you actively looking
That's
at
a
him
30.
to cheat?
I trust him. I have Stockholm syndrome.
Okay.
Even if I roll a nat 20 and a
Okay,
4
yeah,
on guidance, I still can't get that.
So, Mr. Maker, you tell me now what you want your number to be. Maximum you know what it is. It's maximum 2d6, whatever that may be.
Yep.
Fuck.
Tell you.
Go ahead.
Now?
No, you're gonna have to roll another dice now. Technically, pull out a card. but do it, roll 2, and take the higher.
Oh, so I don't just like have a.
I mean, you could, but like an ace up your sleeve.
Yeah, that's what I was.
30 fucking sleight of hand, easily enough. Yeah, you just gotta swap it out.
Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
Cool. So we're switching one of your rolls to a maximum. Wow.
And then I will go put another gold in the pot.
Okay, so 25 gold total in the pot. And the action Steve Stanislav.
Being super confident, Stanislav is going to be like, sure, no problem. Sliding at the golden.
Mantuka, roll me perception with advantage because you're the only one not playing the game and you're actively watching all the players.
Well, let me toss down some advantage.
So, Stanny, you called?
Yeah, I'm trying to be really confident.
26 in the pot total. Okay. It all seems above board to you. If you had hit a natural 20, you probably would have spotted something. But it all seems above board. We have 25 in the pot. Gregory, it's to you.
Gregory slides another gold in there.
26 in the pot. Wait, did I fuck up the math?
I thought it would have been 27.
27 in the pot, and it goes up to 28. Yeah, it goes up to 28 when Smelly calls. My bad. Lots of numbers going on right now. That's it for you. Smelly's just gonna look down, got a little dejected at this point. Put the last gold in, so there's 28 total gold in the pot. And now you gotta show him. Starting with Mr. Maker, of course, who produces
2 sixes.
Yep. Rolled a 6 and then cheated to replace one.
Yeah.
Stanislav, what do you pull out?
Danny just kind of pushes his cards away face down.
Gregory?
After seeming so confident, because I rolled a 21 on my deception to bluff, and now I'm just like...
Yeah, you were real confident.
You're very confident.
Why did you go on so hard with a 7, baby Gregory?
He didn't. He actually had a better roll, and then he rolled again. He tried to risk it, and
then
ended up with a lower roll.
I did that too, but it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, would have had a 10. Smelly, just same as Stanislav, throws his cards face down into the pot, puts his head down, grabs the rest of his gold. What 4 fucking pieces are left of it?
Should only be
3.
2 pieces.
2 pieces, whatever. Fucking whatever.
If you got,
just grabs whatever.
you got 10 and put in 7.
Did you put in 7 apiece? You did.
We all
true.
put in
I thought
7.
you put in 6
Oh,
apiece.
we
That's
put in
my
7.
bad. Yep. Math is hard sometimes. He just pockets what little change he has left and looks up at Mantuka. I'm sorry, I lost.
I hope that 30 seconds was worth it.
30 seconds is
Well,
always
after
worth
that, I
it.
don't think there's
And he
any...
just goes and sits in the corner.
Well, after that, I don't think there's any sense in trying to challenge the obvious poker master.
Yeah.
Mr.
Albertan
Maker's-
money comes, Albertan money goes.
Mr. Baker just takes the pot and slides it into his fanny pack.
I had fun learning how to play poker.
Yeah, we'll definitely run some more later.
Cool, yeah.
We'll see about that.
not so much poker. Unnamed gambling game, because I never thought to come up with a name for it.
Poker.
Boker. That's it. Boker. Love that. You guys notice the door has 2 bolts, which you bolt both of them. You feel secure. No windows in here whatsoever. It is a completely hidden room tucked into a storehouse. Is anyone taking watch? What are you guys getting up to?
Even with that being, there's no windows, right?
None whatsoever.
Okay, I'm gonna cast alarm on the door.
Smart.
No, we don't have to take watch.
Thank you for the lurk, Ray. I appreciate you. What's up, JT? How you doing? And Grim? How you doing? Okay, Mr. Maker's gonna take a watch.
Or UI is gonna take a watch.
UI is gonna take. Oh, that's the good thing about UI. You can watch for the whole party if you really want them to. But
yeah, UI can be the watch. That way we can get out earlier in the morning.
You set the alarm. You all get a full 8 hours rest. And you, based on UI taking watch, you awake just before sunrise. Like it's fall. Right. It's the autumn season now, so it's definitely getting to like the longer days. So you awaken long before the sun comes up, like at least a good hour or so. What'd you all like to do? It's kind of cold in this room, but there's like a light kind of dampness and moisture on the walls from all of you just sitting and breathing and existing in this space. So it's like condensation's been beginning to gather on the walls. It's getting a little swassy in here.
Well, I think we should make haste getting out of town. There's a bit of urgency to our travel now.
Yeah, I think we have a time limit for sure.
Okay. which way you guys heading? What's the plan for the route? Still going overland? What do you guys want to do?
To the
No,
boat.
at this point, we go to Red Watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, try and find the crew that brought us over.
You do know he said to send a raven, basically, to let them know in advance when you were coming, but you do, as far as you know, they are still docked around Red Watch waiting for your word.
Can we send a raven from here?
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the towns here have ravenries where you can just pop in and send messages for a small fee. It's the closest thing to post they have. They do have riders, but in a pinch, the birds are used. A little more expensive, of course, but effective.
The birds are more expensive, or the riders are more expensive?
The birds are, because the birds are almost like guaranteed to get to their destination, barring some extreme circumstance. They're reliable and they are fast.
Mm-hmm.
Like the time it would take a horse to gallop to Red Watch, the bird could fly there and back 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll just pop into wherever that's being done and get a raven and send it to.
Okay. Easily done. You kind of make your way into the garrison.
Ship.
Sure. The guards stop you. They just ask you business. You explain to them what you need, and they just kind of guide you to the right. And you see this. It's kind of a shabby wooden building built in the corner of the garrison here. There's an old man outside of it wearing just very plain brown robes, and it looks like he's just throwing some seed to each of his birds. And they all seem well taken care of. The cages are large enough. The birds have some room, but there is just bird shit piled around the ground and dripping down the cage. Like, it's not a very clean environment. He sees you approach and says, "Yes, sir. What can I do for you?"
I need to send a message via Raven, if possible.
Absolutely. Where to?
To the docks in Red Watch.
Easily done, easily done. Do you have a letter prepared, or do you need some help writing it?
And perhaps if you could scribe it, that would be appreciated.
Happy to. You'd be amazed how many people cannot read and write here today, and I'm more than happy to send a message for you. It'll be an extra gold piece for that. However, my joints aren't what they used to be.
I'll scribe it. It's fine.
No, there you go. You've got an educated man in the party. That's good. That's good.
I'll just take out my funny quill.
No.
The quill of easy writing.
He sees you writing. He's like, "How do you write with such ease and grace?"
It's a magical quill.
I should.
It's just fuck you, over and over again.
And then I hand it to him, and then I do another.
Fuck you.
We're coming from the River Guard.
Yeah, coming from
We'll be
River
there soon. XOXO.
Okay.
Gossip girl.
XOXO. Sending it to someone you care about.
What's your Triton's name? God, I can't remember.
It's Captain Silvos of the Trident.
Right, yes.
Or of the Current. His ship is called the Current.
Yes. Yeah, so I tell Mr. Maker that, address it to him.
It will arrive in the Ravenry in town, and then the message will be distributed as needed.
And to answer your question, all you need to do is look at the bottom of the note I handed you. Ooh. It also says XOXOXO on it.
He blushes. His cheeks
Just
turn.
a bunch of fuck you. XOXOXO.
Oh. Perhaps take me to dinner first. He pockets the note. Seems like a kind of
this old guy.
Lonely old man. He's like, there's like a color in his cheeks that was not there. You gather you just gave this man the lift.
OnlyFans old man.
Yeah, OnlyFans old man. Only mans. We love it.
I got pills.
Oldie mans. Let's go.
5, that's a bit excessive.
He very quickly rolls up the parchment you gave him and slides it into this little container that gets just affixed to the bird's leg. It's like the paper he handed you to write it on was like this thin. So you managed to scribble your note. He gets it on there and quickly just takes the raven in his hands and flies up into the air.
Smack the window.
Yeah. Just falls dead in the courtyard. No. Very quickly just...
Another 10 gold.
3 gold total. Oh wait, 2 gold. You didn't have me write the letter for you.
I pay the man.
Thank you. Your business is appreciated. Happy Thanksgiving, Boofa guy. We forgot to wish everyone a happy Canadian Thanksgiving today. That's my bad. Happy
Turkey Day there, buds.
Happy fucking Turkey Day.
Yeah, thanks, Hals. Thanks a lot.
Didn't ruin
Acknowledge.
Did not
Acknowledge
wish
my
us
country.
a happy Canadian
Acknowledge my
Thanksgiving.
country.
Thank you.
Fuck you, XOXO.
Oh man. So your
Well
raven just
done.
quickly flits off, and then you regroup with the party, ready to make your day's travel. You quickly whip over to the Baron Strofield's estate, where the guards quickly stop you at the gate. You explain your card. They are reminded of the night before, and they escort you in. You notice now, without the individual you're with the previous morning, Silver, that they're a little more guarded around you. They're watching you a little more closely. Mr. Maker gets Curse of Disadvantage from Kayla. Thank you. Appreciate you.
That was only for you.
We changed that several weeks ago.
Yep.
I wasn't here when you did.
Yeah. Ba, ba, ba.
Enjoy
up,
that.
Kayla.
We love that. I still have one from previously, so don't even worry about that. You guys all gather up on your cart. The guards kind of lead you back towards the gate, and you begin making your way down to Redwatch. You do know that it's about a day's travel. It's not the nicest road. It's kind of got to go slow at it. You could go faster, but you do risk damaging the wagon again, like you did last time. So you probably arrive there by morning at the soonest, unless you want to travel fast and get there by nightfall and risk damaging your cart. Your choice. At advantage for the first time in this kind of game. There you go.
I mean,
That happens sooner
honestly,
or
at this
later.
point, we could probably just ditch the cart.
It's up to you.
Not the worst idea. We could just hoof it.
We don't.
Fuck ditching the cart. We
Mantuga
pay
slightly
good
triggered
money
with your
for this.
with your choice of words.
Yep, I was gonna say that's a weird thing to say around someone with hooves, but it's fine.
What did I say?
No, Gregory
No,
said let's hoof it.
Oh.
Gregory.
Sorry, it was insensitive of me.
Oh yeah, and you at this point, as you get to your wagon, you would also have found Ikesh just gorging himself on apples in this orchard, just in his happy place. He's just laying down on the ground, just eating from a basket that's been brought over to him.
Oh my god, they've spoiled my
Yeah,
horse.
you look at your horse's belly, and it is a little bit more extended than it would have been normally. He's definitely riding heavy today.
He's
All right, come on, big boy, we got it. We gotta hit the road.
I'm so sleepy.
I know. I'm sorry, but we have to go.
Okay.
Remember, you don't actually have to sleep. Remember?
You tell that to my ass. He gets up and he just kind of clops over. He's very slow. He's very slow today. He's a celestial horse. He doesn't need to eat, but he is still prone to overeating if you let him. And
I'm also gonna take the basket of apples.
Okay. Easy.
It's got like the apple sweats.
Yeah, the guard sees you taking it. He's like,
Is it okay?
10 silver pieces a basket.
No problem. And pulls out a gold.
Thank you. It's all
No,
yours.
no. He wants 10 baskets.
Wait. Oh no. Yeah. No. Never mind. I pull out 10 silver.
I mean, that is a gold, technically. 1 gold is 10 silver.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, your
Oh,
math's right.
shit.
Yeah.
I thought you said copper. That's my bad.
Yeah.
No, he takes the gold.
Yeah.
He sees like like a little stable boy running, tosses the kid the coin. Make sure that gets into the ledger there, boy. Oh, good day. You kind of escorted out.
Gives him a nod and
You taking
heads
the
up.
carriage down? What's the plan? How are we doing it?
Yeah, carriage, boys.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, fuck it, ride it till it dies, right?
Take it as take it as far as we can, like a K car.
Are we going normal
now.
speed and arriving
Especially with
previous
so many
morning? Or are we going full speed and risking damage? What do you guys want to do?
Well, we don't
Honestly,
care about
if
the
this-
carrot, so let's fucking put the. Yeah.
You want to
Give
fight?
it-
You want to
metal!
Okay. This is now going to be like land vehicles checking, so that is going to come into play
Mantuka,
here.
get up here.
Yeah. So who is keeping watch? To make this go right, this is going to be a group check for your wagon. We're going to need people to watch for hazards on the road and 1 person to steer the horse. So this is like a pair check. This is a doubles check. Who's? What's up, Mr. Maker? You're muted. Oh, no, you're back.
Hello.
It just
You're there.
didn't pick you up.
Yeah.
No, I'll watch, is what I said.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, one
And
of
I'll-
you choose to help the other. This is 2 people rolling.
I'll help, Mr. Maker.
Okay, Mr. Maker, you have advantage. Go ahead and roll.
I already have advantage.
Damn. Okay, so 18. It's fairly good. You're fairly successful as you're going at picking out any potential hazard spots.
Oh, guidance too. Sorry.
Guidance too. Okay.
And I'll flash a genius it as well.
Okay. You're well into the 20s. You'll be fine. You'll
Okay,
be
I
good.
won't
Don't
flash a
even
genius
worry
then.
about it.
I'll take the
goddamn.
4 that I got from guidance.
Love
I
that.
won't flash it.
Yeah, 22 is more than enough. And then Mantuka, I need you to make me a land vehicles check. So we're going to add your proficiency bonus, and then you can add your animal handling skill to this instead if you prefer that over dexterity.
Also guidance?
Sure.
Since it's cantrip?
Yeah, I'll do animal handling.
Yeah, it's either to control the horse or just forcibly steer it.
Dirty
Nice.
20.
Wow. Are you proficient in that? Did that already include?
Yes.
Okay, so nice. Dirty 20. You guys
Roll
make,
D4 if you want, but
you guys make absolute top speed as you're heading down there. I mean, you can if you want to. You don't need to. 20 was more than enough.
If you're like, I'm good, then I'm good.
It is a bumpy, rocky road, and you're making your way down kind of like this the whole way, like you're just trying to maintain as you're just weaving down this rocky, stony, cobblestony road and bouncing over these boulders that kind of protruded. What's up, Mantuk?
Have you ever seen the movie Cool Runnings?
Oh my god, not for
That's kind of what I'm
decades.
picturing.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, coach. Jamaican Bobcats, let's
I love that movie. It's a classic. Absolute classic. And you're just kind of like bounding
Have you
down
ever
this
seen the
road.
movie Cool Runnings?
Of course I fucking seen Cool Runnings. By the end of the day, you guys begin to see the town just on the horizon as you've just been powering your way down this road, and eventually you arrive at the town of Redwatch, the familiar kind of red beach sand that stands in stark contrast from the rest of the continent. Just this light kind of coppery red color. And you kind of arrive in the town. You smell the ocean air long before you ever arrive. That kind of crisp bite on the nighttime air. And you arrive in the town. Find it still relatively bustling. You find the taverns well lit inside. Kitty! There's not a ruckus coming from inside per se, but it is quite loud. And as you guys kind of roll down the hill into the city and take in all the sight there, we're going to take a break because we've been going for 2 hours. I got pissed. So we'll be back in 10 minutes, guys. We won't be long. That ran a little while. I'm sorry. We'll see y'all in like 5-10 minutes. Won't be long. We'll catch you soon. Bye. What's up, everybody? We're back. Mike's everything's coming through okay. Streamlabs a little hiccup. My audio cut out on the music. I had to fix it. We'll make sure everything's good. See, as soon as the stream goes live, Chris's lag stops. That was nice. Nice and convenient.
Yep.
So,
Told you to figure itself out.
we left off as the party was just riding in on their cart, which is no worse for wear, despite having traveled one of the rougher routes here in the Kingdoms of Eldris.
Jamaican Bobsled team.
Just straight making your way down there, just straight up repping. Eventually coming over a hilltop and seeing the familiar town of Redwatch, with its kind of red brick buildings. All of any mortar, any masonry here whatsoever has this kind of orangey red tinge to it, just from the sand and everything they're using and whatnot.
Did you say orgy red tent?
Who said orgy red tint?
You did.
The fuck are you talking about?
That new Pantone color, orgy red.
I know you said orangey red tent,
Okay.
but it sounded like orgy.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So, you all pull into the town here and find yourself in a fairly familiar space. Nothing too special about Redwatch. It's got a large garrison building, a large training area, a couple temples to some of the local deities, a general store, and a very, very plain and rundown rest stop named the Red Sand Rest Stop. What would you all like to do? You know, the docks are at the south end of the town.
Hey, Mr. Maker, this is probably a good place to sell that axe.
Maybe, probably not. I'm just gonna be real with you here.
Yeah, it's going to be the best place for quite a while, at least.
What's
Sure,
up,
but
babe?
do you want money or do you want just what you can get? just let me. I got an eye for this.
Okay.
I will say you've been to the Three Brothers General Store. It's pretty mundane. You
Yeah,
gather-
that's right.
Yeah, you gather
Okay.
like one of the bigger towns probably get you a better price. What do you guys want to do as you're in town here? It's the same old Redwatch Mantuka.
I would like to go to my local convenient general store.
Okay.
I'm looking to purchase 2 bear traps. If they have them, no questions, just take my money.
Okay. No questions asked. You walk in. You find yourself served. We love that. That makes my life nice and easy.
I mean, you're probably going to have to ask if they have bear traps, just saying.
Just go into
You're
a
not
store and
there.
stare at them until they sell you bear traps.
So you walk in, find a darker skinned man with a black goatee and black kind of slick back wavy hair. Just smiles as he greets you. Very, very simple greeting. Nothing too fancy.
Greetings.
What do you need?
I am looking for 2 bear traps.
A couple of hunters might have a couple. Let's see if they've. Kind of goes into the back room, disappears from your view a little bit. Comes back with like just a crate of varying like hunters traps that they have for sale of varying sizes.
Crate, you say?
Yeah, well, 2 silver a trap.
How many traps are there?
It's like
Sold.
Like
Sold.
whole thing.
Sold.
Give me all the bacon and eggs you have.
3 gold. We'll call it a day.
Does that drive to how many traps are there?
There's a few in there.
That would be at least 15.
Yeah, it's like it's a crate, and it's
So there are like 15 traps
and
there.
they're
Like I'm
just-
not getting.
They're lined right up.
Not getting shystered here.
I'd say 10.
10 for 3 gold.
Mhm.
I'm totally like doing like cow math. Like
That's all I got left.
Mantuka math.
I'm gonna have to replace them, so I'm charging a little extra.
I will accept that deal.
Keep the box.
I don't want your box.
You just sling fucking 10 bear traps and the chains over your shoulders.
So listen, DM, you and I are just gonna have a real talk right now. on stream.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'd like to have like a bandolier of like
bear traps.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Easily done.
and
yeah, sure.
I also want Smelly to correction. Pardon me. Steel.
Mhm.
To have like a mini satchel, like a mini Boy Scout fucking achievement
It
satchel.
might take some doing to craft it into something wearable, but you figure there's someone in your party who might have the proficiencies needed to smith.
I kind of want to do this outside of the party.
You just want to hang some bear traps? Okay.
No, I just want to. I don't want the party to do this. I want to venture forth and get this like independent, no party help done.
Okay, well
you're a strong, independent minotaur who ain't need no man.
Likely gonna need a smith or some smith's tools yourself.
But like I got rope.
You do. It's just, yeah. There's like chains that have been bolted to these things so they can be strapped around a tree. So when they catch something, the thing can't leave. It's gonna have a lot of dangly chains, but it's doable with rope. You're just gonna be noisy as shit. You will have disadvantage on any stealth check you make because you're coming in here.
Alright, I'll get some help, I guess.
Ask for some help.
I'm just saying, realistically, you're gonna hang a bunch of chains and bear traps on yourself. You're gonna need to like find a way to affix that. You can do it. It's gonna be a DC.
I will go begrudgingly get aid from my party who I didn't want to get aid from.
There may be a blacksmith in town. You can ask around. You have options.
You could ask the dude that
I'm
has
just saying
the
your
hammer of the
three
smiths.
options. Your three options are you find a blacksmith to do this for you and take all the chains off of these, so you just have a bear trap bandolier with no affixed chains and just rope. You go to Mr. Maker to do the same, or you risk a disadvantage on all of your stealth checks because you just have chains dangling from yourself at any given time.
Fine, I'll go to the blacksmith first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll deal with Mr. Maker.
It's easy enough. I'll say it's for the work and a rush job. He's just gonna bang it out for you for 5 gold. Because he's taking 10, literally taking 10 traps, cutting the chains, getting all the bolts out of them, and then affixing them to a reasonable bandolier for you.
How many gold was that? Pardon me? 5?
5 total.
Fuck you, 5.
So,
all right, I pay him 6 for his rush job and his silence.
Immediately takes it. So as you guys come into the town, you'll branch off to do whatever it is you want to do. Mantuka just vanishes from the group. Like, just it doesn't even wait for you guys to catch up. Just dips off. Comes back about an hour later.
Super sus.
So when you find Mantuka an hour later, you can describe what that visual looks like. But first, let's see what the party is doing while you're getting this all worked on. So the smith just immediately goes away, starts knocking pins out, getting the chains removed and everything, and actually takes like a leather bandolier and finds a way to affix these to it so it's not just tied on. It is actually like a feasible bear trap bandolier with just bear traps on it. So, what's the rest of the party doing for this? That's one of the weirder requests I've ever got in my life, and that includes a game where Mr. Maker is playing. I love it. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
Hold up. Mr. Maker was first.
There are 2 temples in this room, in this town?
Yes, there are. There's a temple of Sylvanus and a temple of Silune.
Interesting. I'll let him go first, but I want to...
Go ahead, Stanislav.
Just before we split off, Stanny remembers that he has this weird little blue marble thingamabobber on his person that you had me call ocean marble.
You're gonna need to refresh my memory on that one.
Where did I get?
That was months ago.
No, it actually was. It was only a couple sessions ago. Actually, no, never mind. I'll get back.
We were at the ocean.
Once I figure out what it was.
Yeah,
I got it from a merchant.
I'm gonna
some
need to
store.
go back and actually check. I have books and books of notes from months ago. I now need to go through, but sometimes you just leave some shit in your inventory and don't identify it. Do you all have one? Who does not have
I can identify it.
That's what I was going to ask you to do.
I have something in my inventory that just says slightly non-human bones. No idea why or where, but I have them.
You looted the fucking weird, one of the weird bone creations in one of the dungeons that you guys fought, wasn't it?
Oh,
so this is what I'm saying.
Bones.
I just give you guys the thing. I don't remember 6 months later exactly how you got them or what they do. So you got to write that down.
It was like...
I write notes on most of them, but not that one.
What did
Goat
I buy?
horn. Didn't have to write notes on that one, Peter.
Oh, no. Stanny, what are you doing while all this is going on? You watch Mr. Maker also just splits off from the group off to his own.
No, I haven't split off yet.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Stanny.
You go first, Mr. Maker.
Someone
I haven't really figured out what I want to do.
I'm figuring it out.
Okay, Gregory then, because they're being indecisive. What do you want to do?
Look at the chaos I caused!
Actually,
Well, Gregory has... What?
Do you want to maybe head down to the docks really quick and see if we can meet up with Silvos if they've got our message?
Oh, that's actually a good idea. And I kind of have a practice thing I have to do with some sharks. Okay.
Sharks sounds fun.
Beach. Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna make it my big final move. Even bigger than Sharpedo.
Alrighty then, I'm looking forward to it.
Oh my word.
It's gonna be great!
Alrighty, off to the docks for us.
You gotta put a
Full
note
meta,
on
I'm not
the
saving you
so
from
we
another
can
fucking
use
water encounter,
Hell
okay?
yeah.
Like, I'm just not doing it. So if you fucking die,
That's
see you
fair.
later.
That's
Okay,
fair.
I didn't hear what you said. What was that?
True and valid.
So we good to move?
I'm waiting for Stanley. What do you do? You're just going to the docks with Gregory, correct?
Yep.
Okay. You guys make your way down to the docks. That's the easiest one, so we'll bang that out first. Mr. Maker,
Yeah.
are you splitting from the party while that's happening, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get to that in a minute then. Gregory and Stanley, as the party all separates and goes about their business for the night, you make your way down to the docks. You find it's fairly quiet this time of night. There's still some people offloading some of their catches for the day that they've brought in, and some cargo that's being offloaded of various ships. You do see anchored out in the middle of, like, further off the coast, in the little the bay, the Current, the ship you guys all crossed on. It appears to have been repaired up a little bit. Just from here you can see the paint job has been pieced back together. The charred blackened lightning strikes, or the charred black wood that the lightning strikes left, has been painted over, but you can still kind of see these cracks where they might have been. There's, like, you see a few people, and then just kind of standing by the rowboat at the end of one of the docks, you see a familiar dwarf, Bulger, the quartermaster for the Current. Just a fairly stout-looking dwarf, arms crossed, going through a checklist as some stuff's being loaded onto a different boat. He's just checking stuff off as you approach. Doesn't look like he's... Oh. So
Hello.
You've made it back.
We're
then.
back! Yeah, we made it.
No worse for wear, I see. We got
Well.
we got your letter. The captain's...
Oh, good.
Good.
He's not here at the moment. Neither is the first mate. They've gone hunting with the chef for a bit.
Oh.
No problem.
Okay.
We can meet up in the morning.
Yeah, back in the morning, right? This evening, maybe?
Oh, there's still room on the ship for you if you want it. It's mostly light group over there right now. Everyone else is up at the pub. They're pretty full up tonight.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice, actually. Thank you.
If you'd like, I can row you over. Just give me about 5 minutes, and I'll get you over.
No problem.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah,
him just
yes,
kind of branch off and start yelling at people to get their asses in gear. Doesn't even let you finish, and it's just guiding stuff. He's like, "All right, we're moving. Let's go," and just starts barking orders at people.
Stan, can you go with him? I want to stay on the beach and practice something.
Of course.
Thank you.
Runs down to the beach.
Okay. You sprint down to the beach. Stanley, you hop in. So you're sending Stanley over by himself. Then you hop in the rowboat with the quartermaster. You look good. And he starts just rowing and kind of making very casual small talk as you watch Gregory run up to the coastline here at the beach. What do you want to do, Gregory? I have a feeling I know.
Gregory is gonna go and take out the box, take out his mask, put it on the beach, and he's just gonna bow down to the both of them, put his head down to both of them, and just try to feel the magic of it all. And he's gonna ask whatever's listening to just, I need to be stronger. Let's hope this works.
I want to cast Conjure Animals, so I break off 4 pieces of the bone mask, and I throw it out into the ocean, and I summon 4 sharks.
Okay. Easily done. 4
So there's just
nondescript sharks, yeah.
What kind of shark? Reef sharks.
Reef sharks easily done.
Yeah. Relatively big. They got bone masks that are kind of sleek.
Kind of goes with the head, so their teeth and jaws still open underneath and all that terrible
Yeah.
sharpness. Also, you get an
Ooh.
advantage from Insomnia because Mantukarzi has one.
Thank you, baby.
It's been repassed, regifted.
Regifting. And then I kind of do a really bad finger whistle. I can't, Ryan can't, and Gregory probably can't either. And they all come up,
and they kind of do like a stack on top of each other in a 4 square. And I go up with the box and I open it, and just a tiny little bird with giant ass arms comes out and just sort of like bops them all 4 in the nose really quick. And I cast Fly at 6th level on all 4 of these sharks.
I love it. I fucking hate you.
I think that's a possibility. I'm pretty sure level 6 plus 3, and that's 1. Yeah, so I get 4 targets.
I trust you. Yeah, Stanny. So you're just sitting in this boat, like just mincing words, having real small talk, nothing interesting. And you look over to your side as Gregory and like 4 of these sharks that are now lined up in front of him just all begin to hover off the surface of the ocean, about a few feet off of it. He has a
they start to hover, and then you see like ballet dancers. They all do backflips into the water, and then there's a moment of silence. And then a cycle of them just starts as Gregory just holding the box up in the air. You hear the cackling, shark cycle! And I want them to just like do like a spin. Doof.
I think your noise canceling is canceling out your noises there, Stanny.
Shark cycle!
I don't even know how to handle that. Yeah, it doesn't work. It's not working. The noise cancels too. Okay, so you watch as these 4 sharks all just line up and like create this wheel and just start turning amongst themselves in like a spinning.
They're all
national whirl of teeth.
Jaws.
Roll me a performance check, as you are now actively making your conjured animals do circus tricks.
Oh shit!
Stanislav is just watching in like both like pride and awe.
Yeah, they're not used to flying. They haven't choreographed this before. You basically took 4 different synchronized swimmers and like make a routine on the spot, and they did it. They got it perfect. And like if there were people with signs, they'd all get a 10, as these sharks just form a coherent rolling death wheel of shark teeth and fins.
It starts to get like tighter and closer.
And like it goes in, and then it expands out even wider, and then you can make it spin on its side and turn into like a propeller of teeth. It's doing some shit, and you watch as this highly choreographed, very very intricate display of sharkery. I don't fucking know what the word for that would be.
Sharkrobatics.
Sharkrobatics. And there we go. Sharkrobatics definitely wins that.
Charcuterie is also.
You didn't even have to use your advantage. You rolled so good. Like an 18 on that right off the bat. Okay. Okay. You get to the ship, Stanny, as this wheel of sharks just keeps whipping past you, like literally in and out of frame, basically. Just for however long as Gregory can maintain that. It's like an hour.
About like 45 minutes to an hour. Yeah. I'm just.
Yeah, like 15 minutes of choreographing meetings and getting the moves right, and then for the next 45 minutes, you watch as these sharks are just buzzing and flying around.
Oh wait, I think fly only lasts for 10. Yeah, 10 minutes, and then they just bloop bloop bloop,
and just land back in the water.
They continue spinning under the water.
Yeah. Keep it up, boys. Keep up. It's good to get that in your body.
Yeah, because conjure animals isn't concentration,
on top
is
of
it?
the water.
Yeah, no, I'm down with it. I'm allowing it.
No,
Fuck
no,
it.
it's not.
Happening. Conjure animals, not concentration. I'm gonna trust that. Fuck it.
I don't think it is.
Otherwise, that's gonna be very difficult to pull off. But for now, you make it work. We're gonna allow that.
Oh wait, yeah, it totally is.
Don't care. I don't give a shit. That was cool. Yeah, it happened. Some mystical force from nature.
Cool. It's fucking canon, Ryan.
Yeah,
it's canon. Mark it down.
No,
he changes it.
It's a one time. This is like a touch of the gods. The gods looked down. The gods of the sea looked at you and saw what you did, and you're like, "Yeah, that's cool. Let's make that shit happen."
Then how did I do Sharpedo? Right, eye wild shape.
Yeah, it was you. But still, I'm allowing it just this once, as you feel the divine intervention of the gods of the sea all come to your side and let the shark wheel happen. And as they plunge,
half his brain concentrating on one, half his brain concentrating on
as
the
they
other.
plunge into the water, you very quickly come to the realization that will probably never work again.
Oh well, I got a good idea
Unless you have another buddy who can cast fly. Let's go.
Exactly. I just might talk to Mr. Maker. He might be able to do something about that. But until then, I turn into a shark and just do myself and start spinning in the water.
I'm allowing. I'm totally cool with it. Fuck it.
Unless
I got the
put
idea!
ropes on all the sharks, I cannot help you with this.
We
So-
can figure something out.
All right, Mantuka, you finish your stuff while that's all happening, and Mr. Maker, the last one. What do you want to do? Stanley just gets to
okay.
watch this acrobatic SeaWorld-esque performance minus the animal cruelty.
I
love it.
have 2 things I would like to do, and tell me if I don't have time to do both of them.
What are the 2 things?
Thing A is I got just a whole bunch of dog shit clogging up my inventory. I would like to go try to sell if I can.
Okay. Roll
Not
me
literal dog shit.
roll me a
Raj.
persuasion
not
check.
literal dog shit. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
That is a 20. Dirty 20.
You gonna flash a genius it? Okay.
Of course I'm gonna flash.
So, all that is, take all those basic ass things you want to sell. You can take them to the general store. If it's gray rarity, that'll do. Take the total value of whatever that is, add it up, and add 5 gold to it because you upsold them.
Okay.
Easy
cool.
peasy. Clear out that inventory, baby. All right.
So,
That takes a little bit, but it's easy enough. You kind of see Mr. Maker, or you see Mantuka leaving the Three Brothers General Store as you're kind of making your way there.
So I would like to just say that one of the things I'm selling is something called diamond jewelty, because I misspelled diamond jewelry a long time ago, and I just think it's quite funny that it's just
Jewelty.
diamond jewelty.
Jewelty?
Diamond Julie?
Works for me. Works for me.
I know her.
That bitch.
Okay, I will do the math on that afterwards.
Yeah, you can do
The
that after the stream or something. Totally fine. I trust
More
you.
interesting thing I would like to do
Mhm.
is ask if I can make a history check or religion check on who Sylvanas and Saloon are. I know
Yeah.
who Saloona is.
Religion or history, both would be acceptable. It's your preference.
Let's see. They're both exactly the same. So that is a nat 20.
Are you your 3rd one of the day?
I think so.
Christ on the cross.
Oh my god. Okay, so to put it simply, Selune is the
Do you want me to tell you what I'm actually asking for?
Sure, I can just give you some basic rundown on history for him, but yeah,
Sounds
if you have
good.
specifics, go ahead.
I would like to know which one of them has more wealthy temples.
Well,
Chris, the look on your face!
Seems legit. Seems legit.
Sylvanas, you would know with
I've
that
gotten a
history
taste.
check, is the god damn it. He's the god of
That's
nature.
a clip.
He is literally the Oak Father in some references. He is viewed very much as just holds dominion over nature. That is Mr. Maker. Look at that in the flesh.
Scumbag Maker!
So lucky on your own. There you go. Oh yeah, you have a disadvantage. Did you roll with that already?
I have advantage, so it cancels out.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's allowed. Yep. We be canceled.
Cosmic balance.
Cosmic balance achieved.
I
Yeah.
didn't want to have to use it to cancel out my
You know he's the
disadvantage,
god
but
of
whatever.
nature, so very similar to what you would have found at the previous temple in where Shantae is more the goddess of the harvest and farming, like farmers kind of patron deity and everything. This is actually the god of nature, like the wild father himself. Not a lot of wealth passing through there, a lot more natural offerings, but it is a temple, so some people do make blessings and offerings to the temple itself. It is the smaller and less ornately designed of the two. I will tell you
Okay.
that. Whereas Selune is known as the Moon Maiden. Her dominions are very much knowledge, life, and twilight. She's kind of like the moon goddess herself, more or less. And you notice, like, even the temple itself has these massive pillars with silver inlaid around it to kind of twinkle off the moonlight when it's hit. Definitely seems like there's a little bit more wealth and abundance going into that temple.
Bitch ain't broke.
If you ever try to step foot into a temple of Torm, I'll cut both your hands off.
It's an offering table.
Yeah,
You went to the docks. You don't know I'm doing this.
You
Okay, I
also,
wanna
with that
go-
roll, no, you rolled a 25. You also know that she is the patron deity of like navigators, wanderers, adventurers, all stargazers, and most importantly, the patron goddess of non-evil lycanthropes. Ironic, considering who lives in the forest not too far away from here.
I would like to make a little trip to the temple.
Of Selune, I'm guessing?
Yes, please.
Okay, it is the evening, so you find it mostly quiet. There's still a couple temple hands making their way around, tidying up from the day. It's a little bit of an open air thing where there's like entrances on every side of this kind of round building, so a lot of leaves and dust and everything blows in, so they tend to clean it a lot. What are you looking for?
Sure. I am looking for either before I go in, I would like to kind of see what the people that work there, or not work there, but like the temple hands kind of look like.
They're wearing very nice silver whitish robes, kind of twinkle. It looks like they're made from silk. They are wearing very simple kind of sandals and wraps around the wrist that are made from similar fabric. It's very plain but beautiful, I guess. Like, it looks like very well made fabrics and everything, but not ornate or ostentatious at all.
And the hands themselves, they look like...
You see a few jewels. You see a couple, like, silver rings, a couple, like,
not
things.
The actual hands. I mean, like, the temple hands.
That's what I mean. Like, they're very plain in nature. Very plainly dressed in silver gowns and everything. Varying races of whatever kind. Lots of humanoids.
Okay.
The two that are in here currently, one looks like an older woman, probably late 40s, early 50s. A little bit of silver kind of twinged into the hair. It's flowing long down her back, and she's just lightly sweeping up the thing here. And you notice a younger individual looks maybe like above an altar boy kind of area, but like definitely like a teenager. And he's just polishing some of the statues, some of the silver and everything in the room.
Can I make myself look convincingly like one of them? Not to them specifically, but like to a bystander.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say roll me an intelligence check to replicate the wardrobe, because you can do that.
Okay, sounds good. Intelligence check.
You and your fucking
I have an
clothes and shit.
I have an old D8 inspiration that I don't have a thing for.
Throw that in there.
Throw it in the gumbo.
D6.
Oh my god.
So if I have to use it, I will. And I do. That's +4 +5.
So 21. It's a lot. You kind of have to figure it out a minute. You kind of like grab a couple things from like the varying stuff to help the wardrobe a little, and then you transform into a very plain looking human with a kind of like cheerful, trusting face, and then throw these robes kind of over yourself that you track down just kind of in some of the storerooms and stuff. Managed to pull together a pretty convincing disguise.
Is there like a little like a tithing plate?
There's a few baskets and stuff that people have brought offerings in. You could probably snag one of those, yes.
Yeah, I will snag one of those. And then I want to go just door to door, a few houses down, and solicit donations for the betterment of the temple.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or a deception check. Your choice.
That's not great. That is 15.
With a flash of genius, okay. You must be running low on those fuckers by now.
I got 2 left.
Nice.
We've taken quite a few long rests in this time.
So 15. It's you didn't do as good as you would have hoped, as good as you would have normally do. I am going to
It's hard for
roll
me to
feign
portray,
religiousness. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, you managed to collect over the course.
Hey,
of
you,
your
give me
work.
my money, for God.
Yeah, exactly.
You managed to collect about 30 silver pieces. Not a whole lot. It's not a very wealthy town. Like, this is a fisher village with a garrison. Not a lot of wealth to go around. But people are giving you like silver and coppers and whatever they had, and they're like, "Oh, peace be with you." The maid saloon guide you, safe travels, all that. The usual.
With you, my child.
Yeah, so we just did times 10 whatever you rolled, so it was only 3 and it was silver. So, so that's what you managed to get. It takes you a little bit of time, and you look down and you're like, I don't know. You look down at your 30 silver pieces and you're like, I didn't even figure out how these religious people are doing it, because that didn't quite work out.
This fucking sucks. I rip off the clothes over, I toss it in the ground, with the door still open to the last house I had.
Person looks at you like, what the fuck?
I look at him, I just change back to Mr. Maker, give him a wink, and then walk away.
His eyes go immediately wide, and he starts to freak out as you just shift your shape in front of him. It becomes pretty.
Changes perception on everything.
Yeah. He begins to panic and immediately like slams the door closed, in your face and like douses all the lights inside his thing or inside his house. You see all the candles just blowing out as he does so. Like he's just gonna try
leave the house for a week.
Yeah, he's just gonna try to forget what the fuck he just saw and move
No
on
one's
with
home.
his life.
That didn't just happen.
I still have my 3 silver pieces. It's fine.
And so begins his psychosis.
So, that's about all you have time to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
So you head back to the boat as well. Same deal. Quartermaster's there. Politely rows you over. Mantuka, you'll be the last one to arrive because it takes a little bit of time to get your project all dealt with. So Mantuka, you arrive and you're brought over on the boat. You climb on to find the rest of your party, kind of just making merriment with what little bit of crew is left here. 1 second, Mantuka, what do you look like to the party as you appear?
So I look pretty much like Mantuka did before, but I have this like metal, slightly leather-bound bandolier with like you'll get this one, Chris, with a quick release, like a rucksack release, so it like folds out. So like if I want to make like a traffic stop or whatever, it's like, deploy the fucking the bear traps need be. Don't worry.
Like a spike strip of
You
bear
made
traps?
a spike strip, you son of a bitch.
Yep, yeah. But don't worry, like that's not necessarily where I'm going with it. But we'll
Oh, I
see
love
how
it.
this.
That's brilliant. I didn't even piece that together until just now.
You
all
could
fails.
also tow it behind
Bandolier
the
in front of
boat.
me.
Mhm.
Open it up. Hey, what's up, bear hug?
Fair
Anyway,
enough.
there's so many different things.
There's lots of potential.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah, you see like the little Mogus strut coming up. I'm kind of grinding my my hooves, Ryan, slightly on the ground as I'm approaching the plank of the plank to board this vessel.
You come aboard and you see all Mantuka just wearing this odd but functionally built bear trap harness.
And I'm not saying Steel has pit vipers on right now, but that's the swagger he is giving behind me currently.
Fair. I respect it.
That's all.
Mr. Maker, there's one more thing you had your hand up for. What's up?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, and we can do this off stream if you need to, but I have a blue sapphire that is gray.
Yeah, you
It
can
is
add
worth
that to your selling thing.
1,000 gold. I think that might be a bit much for just a...
No, yeah, Sapphire is not worth that much. I don't know why that's in there for 1,000 gold pieces. Because, like, Revivify takes...
Gregory!
Yeah, Revivify
it's
takes a
fucking
diamond that cost... Yeah, it's literally, like, if anything, it would be, like...
I know, I remember where I got it. We can talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll
Why
definitely
is
have
it carved
to...
to look
I don't
like
know why
me?
it's worth 1,000 gold, though. Sapphire's, like, pretty common. That's weird. We'll look into that. Yeah, we'll look into that.
It has a chunk of platinum inside it worth 990 gold.
It was one of those things I got off of Nat 20, one of those investigation checks, and you told me about it. But
Yeah, no, I don't know how it ended up with 1,000, but we'll figure that out. How we'll price that in. So, you all tuck in. Are you all getting some rest on the boat then? What's the plan? You all kind of reconvene with each other, all on the deck of the boat. There's a light crew on. You see someone up in the crow's nest. The usual watchman is up there.
Definitely want to find Silvos and say hi to him. And
yeah, they're not actually on the boat.
Oh right, they're not there yet.
They're off hunting
Right.
with the chef.
Right.
Yeah, they're bringing back some food for the night. Mantuka, what's up?
I would like to walk up to Stanny
Mhm.
as he's there wearing his awesome shiny plate. And I would like to inform him again, for the second time, that we're going to be on a boat. And your armor impedes you all the time on a boat. And I'm just going to walk away after that. And I'll just let him process with that again, because we do this, and then he dories it, and then that's when stuff happens.
Yep. Yeah, So that he doesn't forget in the morning. He absolutely is just going to take it off right now.
Fair.
Yep.
So, you guys can sleep wherever you want. You know there's bunks downstairs for you. We can throw the current up on the map here.
You said this is a ship?
Yeah, this is the ship you guys made your way over on. I do not have the current map loaded up because I need to make space for other maps, so I will deal with that next week. But for now, you are on just a simple two-masted ship with the kind of like angular sails. There is a watchman up there currently. Filchris tends to keep watch. If you'd like him to move and take the watch post, you can ask him to do so. But that is kind of his general job.
Is there enough space? Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to grab adolescent Gregory, and I want to go look at where they already had the damage, make sure the repairs are done well, and if they need be, I'm gonna pimp out adolescent Gregory's service.
Easily done. Mr. Maker, there is enough room for two up there. If you'd like to go keep them company, that's doable. Svartal will have to find somewhere else to sleep. There's definitely not room for three of you up there.
That's fine. I wanna like lean back on one of the things and just kind of sleep there, like slumped over like this.
Just sitting up in the crow's nest.
Yeah, like just don't worry about me. I'm just gonna be down here.
If you're gonna be up here, you're gonna be taking a watch. I hate to tell you.
Sure, for sure.
Good.
Okay, good night.
Nice to meet you, by the way. I'm Filchris.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Who the fuck are you?
Mr. Maker.
Oh, Mr. Maker. You didn't come with him last time. I didn't recognize you.
Yeah. But I'm here now.
Okay. Well, this is kind of... It's kind of my space.
Our space.
No, it's kind of my space. So I'm
beautiful.
Just gonna tell you.
Today.
You gotta respect it.
I'm really glad we get to experience this space together.
Just respect the space. Okay.
For sure. Yeah, of course. I'm so glad we get to experience our space together.
Mm-hmm. You get to experience my space. Yes.
I'm sorry, you misspoke there. It's okay. These happen.
I'm pretty sure I didn't, friend. I'm pretty
together.
sure I spoke just fine, and it's you who has the hearing problem.
Man. We are at a crossroads. Anyways, I'm just going to go in our space this way.
Be my space again when I throw you off the fucking ledge. And he just sits and kind of like watches out over the sea.
I very quietly say I'd love to see you try.
It's shocking how all the NPCs hate you. I don't get it. Your personality is so fucking amazing.
A few get along well.
I would like you to take the time of the viewership just to name like 4 NPCs that didn't fucking despise you. You didn't try to fuck over.
Wait, if we're saying didn't try to fuck over, because I've convinced some of them that I didn't try to fuck them over, and I did. That's a big difference.
They're not part of this pool.
Okay, part of the pool then. We got Linex, who I built a full-ass arm for.
Linex does really like Mr. Maker. In fact, he's probably trying to clap them cheeks, I'll be honest with you guys.
That's one, and that's because story.
Not because story, because I had never met the guy before the time that I built him a fucking arm.
That's kind of true, actually.
That was not story. That was me helping a man.
So you helped an NPC, but when I'm like, hey, dude, I like something cool, you're like, nah, man, I'm good, I'm full.
You just say, I want something cool. Out of character, out of meta, you have never once asked me for something specific. Never once.
How would I know what you
just
could
say,
do?
I want something cool. I don't know what I can do.
Anyway, I feel like we're wasting a lot of game time on this inner drama that will flush out in season end.
Keep going. I'm loving it.
Sorry, Patrick.
You're good. I'm chilling, dude. I'm vibing. So, Mr. Maker is spending his night in the crow's nest with whatever the fuck I said his name was. Filchris. What are the rest of you doing? By the way,
I literally saved his life last time.
Yeah, you did.
You did
Mantuka, roll me a perception check just to see how the ship repairs were done in your absence.
Fuck yeah.
Boofa guy's off.
He's
Thanks, buddy.
pimping
Appreciate
out
you.
Baby Gregory's mending services.
20.
With a nat 20, it's pretty quick to you that it's been fixed up. Not only were the repairs that you did now removed and replaced with actual, like, the whole planks have been replaced, but there is freshly sealed up. It looks as safe as it could possibly be. With a nat 20, like, you find perfection. You find a couple, like, little places where you might see some problems later on that could probably use some light reinforcing, but none of the repairs you guys previously made.
Can Minnie Mouse paint?
If you give him a brush and
he's
teach him
never
how.
really been great at it. He tries. You see, he's really good at making things the way they used to be, but adding things.
No murals of the party. Okay, Raj.
Right? Yeah, it's very simple. I could try. I'm not bad. I decorated your rooms.
This is true. There are paints on board that they used to fix up the boat while you were gone. So
I would like to try and paint a mural of the whole party.
On the boat? Just on the side of the boat?
From the wall that we're fixing. I'd like, after it's fixed, to add a mural.
Let me paint a full mural of
I'm down.
Convicted.
I'm down. Fucking...
of people that are wanted for thousands of dollars worth of gold.
The Imperium police or whatever come on, they're like, who the fuck is that?
I would like it to be a scene of Maker breaking us out of an Imperium prison.
Roll me. I'm gonna say performance and dexterity together, both.
Performance and dexterity.
2 checks. Yes, you fucking can. How do you want to help him? You need to paint me a word picture.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. I would love to, like, help him lift up to the parts that he needs to get to for the dexterity. And for
I'm also adding guidance.
For the, like, the performance, I want to just, like, help him plan out what it's going to look like.
Okay, so as you're painting,
Like,
you see Mr. Maker sketching it out with pencil, and so you have lines to paint in. He's making you like a color by numbers, basically. So what'd you roll?
All right, performance first.
Yeah, both with advantage because Mr. Maker's there every step of the way. Stanny, what are you doing while all this is happening?
7 and a 13 plus.
13? I will flash a genius that.
1, so
14,
15.
19 with the flash of genius. Yep.
19, and then a dexterity. Boop.
I have one last flash of
Why
genius.
isn't that
I have
going
to
through?
use it here.
You
I
did
will.
not
Oh, wait.
need to just tell it to me what it was. There it is, 16. Okay.
16 plus 4 is 20.
Okay,
30,
more than
20.
enough. So you guys weren't aware of this. This is not something that's ever come up before. Gregory's always been good at decorating. He's had an eye for feng shui, and has like a good taste for things. And you watch as he just pulls out these paintbrushes, and with the help of Mr. Maker, expertly plans out and paints about a 5 foot wide, 6 foot high mural just covering this entire strip of wall. It is fairly simple, but like it is beautifully detailed for how simple it is. Like it gets a little shading, so it's clear which of you each is which, but it's not an exact perfect likeness, but it's definitely like representative of the story. You see the three of you just quickly making a break for it while Mr. Maker's got his arms crossed behind you and he's smiling that devilish shit-eating grin, and there's just a massive explosion happening behind you as you're all escaping.
Heck.
And as you're doing that, one of the hands come down. It's nice.
Thanks.
A little color, really.
I've never painted before.
I don't believe that for a second.
I've been practicing a lot.
You're lying to me right now.
Yeah. This is actually I took it in school back when I was back at home.
Educated, good, nice. That'll help on the boat, I'm sure. Don't paint anything else. That one, you'll hope the captain doesn't see it until we're out at sea. That's all I'm gonna say.
It was truly
nice.
an epic moment.
It is. Captain really likes this ship, though.
And he's gonna like it even more.
We can only hope so. Good night. And he just goes into his bunk, like walks behind you into the crew area, which is just basically like a storage area with 2 layers of bunks on top of all the goods, and just immediately lies down and turns his back to you and goes to sleep. But he seemed a little concerned. It is a beautiful mural, though. So, Mantuka, Stanislav, and Greg, or Stanny, you still have an opportunity to do stuff as well. What's up?
Yeah, I was just kind of watching this, taking it all in awe.
Totally
Yep.
fair. Mr. Maker, what's up?
I want to make one little addendum to the mural
Mm-hmm.
and just put the word, like in big old block letters, reward, colon, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Nice.
Yes, make us the straw
That's
hats.
right on the bottom.
Love it. So all that finished up. You
Beauty.
guys can tuck in for a long rest. You can sleep wherever you want. What's the plans for sleeping arrangements? Mr. Maker, you said you're going right to sleep up there, so Philchris has the watch, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put UI on the very top of the bar if I can.
Like
Up at the
where the
So
sail.
there's like the crow's nest.
Yeah,
has
and then the cross. Yeah.
all the way up the top. Yeah, just put him up at the top.
Okay. He doesn't have the best range of vision, but you put him right at the little peak. So there's just this beam of light, like just occasionally like coasting around in this cone-like
Like a lighthouse.
pattern. Yeah. But as like the evening comes to a close and the lights in the town begin to die out, the moon is barely in the sky. Like it's just barely visible. It's not a very bright night. It is pitch blackness apart from this green glow that circles around the top. Where are the rest of you sleeping?
I'll just go back to where I was last time, and in the bunks that they had us in.
Okay, next to the galley, right next to the galley. Gregory, you too? Mantuka.
I'll grab the hammocks or whatever
The
sleeping
hammocks
arrangements.
do look.
Wherever they're free.
Yeah, no. Basically they have enough hammocks here for you for the whole crew, and then like an extra guest carry. It is not glamorous, and it is not comfortable. But we'll say you grab the 3.
I got here by boat. I know boat.
We'll
life.
say it's like Mantuka. Do you have a particular order? You guys good? Just Mantuka, Gregory, and then Stanny on a bottom bunk as well.
Oh, I'm top.
Okay. Gregory, who's sleeping under Mantuka?
Steel.
Okay, fair enough. So it's
Or
Steel,
teenage Gregory.
Steel, Mantuka, and then Gregory and Stanislav, or Stanislav, Gregory. Your choice.
Stan should take the bottom bunk.
Okay.
He's going to be
Easy
smart
enough.
about it.
He's
Thanks,
submissive.
buddy.
But he's not going to say anything about Mantuka sleeping over top of Steel.
Okay.
It's so good.
Oh, those are still GMOs. That's fine. Make me a perception check at disadvantage for UI.
Yeah, fantastic.
Because he is in just pitch blackness and only has a limited range of vision. As the lights in the town go out, you're just basically shrouded in darkness except for just little silver glow of moonlight. Wow! We love that. Holy fuck. Okay. So you all begin to tuck in for an evening's rest. You all close your eyes, you settle in, the waves gently rocking the boat as your hammocks lightly sway back and forth. You sleep for a number of hours, probably about halfway through the night, when you are all suddenly awoken by something ever so startling. 1 second. 2. Mantuka, you're first. You are awakened as you feel something sharp and painful dig itself straight into your torso, straight into where your heart would be. Plunges down into your chest. You feel a dagger twisting as it does, and you
What do you mean where my heart would be? Is my heart still there?
Where your heart is.
Medicine check!
Sorry,
Medicine
I
check!
didn't need to roll that again. I already hit.
Goddamn
My
ghost
bad.
heart!
Kalima.
And it's an auto crit. So
What?
9. They're assassins. It's auto crit.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna fucking.
you are awakened as a dagger is just plunged into your chest and twisted. You take 11 points of piercing damage from that. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Are we on the water yet?
You guys are just like in the boat out at sea.
Okay, we're still on dock.
You're docked, but you're just casually like floating right now.
Ah, that's.
We're at anchor.
16.
Captain is not even on the boat. What's the save?
Add.
You tell me, I
Does
guess
your
I
thing
roll-
take effect if you're asleep?
Just wait.
I'm gonna venture probably not. I don't really know how auras work, but
It doesn't say
I
anything
feel like if you're
specific about it.
sleeping,
So,
it's,
it's up to you.
16's good. You do make it.
16's good?
Yeah.
Alright. Fuck yeah, let's see on.
Oh,
bitches.
fuck. Oh my god. So it's a crit, but I'm only gonna add the half on the crit, so it's 76.
Crit.
So it's
Is this going to
18.
me?
Yep.
Fuck
so
you,
it's-
Pat. With all due
I'm
respect.
Sorry.
Fuck
It's
off.
18. What's half of 35?
I'm gonna shit on your
Is
fucking
18
chest
because
while
we
you're
round
sleeping.
up.
Yep.
That's
So 18?
You take 18 plus 18. You take 36 points of poison damage.
I can math. I understand the bullshit that I'm
Yep.
ingesting.
So you feel this dagger plunge into your chest. You open your eyes and you see a shrouded, cloaked figure with a hood pulled up over their face, smiling
Yeah.
menacingly down at you as they're twisting this dagger in your stomach. Stanny, you wake up to feel the same. Dagger in the chest, twisting as it does so. Go ahead and roll
Was
me.
the 10 and the 13 for me?
Hmm?
Was the 10 and the 13 for
Yeah,
me?
plus
the
all their
second two?
plus all their bonuses.
Right, yeah.
You're not, also as a
Uh,
GM
con
role,
save?
you're not,
And
you're
you're-
not supposed
and
to
you're no
be-
armor.
You're not supposed to be looking at that, and you're not wearing armor, and you're asleep.
Con save?
Con save. You're also gonna take what was the base damage I gave you on the sword. 9 plus whatever we roll. Here. Oof, rough. So 9 plus 5. You take 14 points of piercing damage from the crit, and
Okay.
then plus 6 is 42 plus 32. So you take 74 points of poison damage.
Ow!
Exploding crits hurts.
74, you said?
Yes, is the 32 plus the base of 76.
Great.
And you wake up, and again, same figure. This time, a cowl drawn over her face, but a little bit of fur kind of poking out, like maybe a tabaxi or something under there. Again, just smile, or would you see the jaw just twisting and teeth gnashing as he's twisting the dagger. Gregory and Smelly, however, don't feel anything.
Deal.
Mr. Maker, you are awoken to the sound of a short sword being stabbed into you from behind as you're sleeping against the back of the crow's nest, kind of just with your back resting on it. Something reaches over and gouges in your chest and drags up as it does so. Make me a Constitution saving throw, please. Oh, you take 18 points of piercing damage right off the bat. What's up, Mantuka?
Would Steel get a reaction when this is happening? And I'm not talking about an attack of opportunity or anything like that. Just a reaction after like he hears me getting like stabbed twice, quite deeply.
Just
very-
How?
Okay.
This is all happening right now, so no, he's not getting a reaction. Like, you guys are
Cool, no
stabbed,
worries.
and he'll be awake on the
Yep.
next turn, kind of deal.
How much damage did you say?
So 9 plus 9 right off the bat. So 18 points of piercing damage. You succeed the con save. So lucky for you, you're only going to take 18 plus half of this. So 12. So 18 plus 12. 30 points of poison damage as well.
Okay. Am I poisoned or is it just poison?
No, it's just a big ol' smack of poison damage. As you feel a short sword just plunge into your stomach and then drag upwards, creating a gouge right in your torso. And as you all look up into the eyes of your assailants, a tabaxi, a dark-skinned man, and a strange, mysterious, vulture-like Aarakocra with massive wings, a thin neck, and a long vulture-like beak staring down over your shoulder, as smiling as much as a bird can as he plunges this dagger into your chest. And that is going to be where we end things for tonight. I want you all to keep your damage as it is. And we will return to this in 2 weeks when I return from my trip. So you guys get to sit on a nice little cliffhanger for a couple weeks here.
Will you at least show the people the mini
Yes,
of
good
one of the
voice.
things that's attacking us?
Yeah, sure.
You fucker.
This is what happens when you tell
How
me I
dare
can...
you?
You told me I could use your old characters as my NPCs. So this is Quad. This is Chris's, like, second ever D&D character.
And we might all be fucked.
Yeah, he's this dope little black Aarakocra. You
Yeah.
might all be fucked right now.
He's nasty.
Fucked.
Oh, boy.
So, as you all awaken to these events unfolding, we'll pick up in 2 weeks. I will be back tomorrow with just a little bit of streamy time, and then I'm off Wednesday because I got to pack. I'm flying out Thursday to see Kayla and all the rest of the homies. I'm very excited. I haven't traveled in a while. I'm a little nervous. I haven't flown, so it's going to be fun. But we'll catch y'all in a bit. I want to thank everyone for coming out and watching me massacre the party. Oh, I've been waiting for that. Oh, it's juicy.
You little bugger.
Oh, that felt good. So, with that, I'm going to find someone to raid out on who's doing stuff. Let's go shoot one over
Yeah,
to
I gotta
Stormy.
scoot regardless.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for hanging.
Bye.
Hi, Elsie! Feel better, buddy!
We're gonna raid out on Stormy. The overlay's gonna be a little fucked up for a minute, but that's fine. That's fine. He's playing some new Cyberpunk. It looks like he's doing the DLCs, if I had to guess. So be sure to show some love over there. He's never failed to show the love over here. So until we return next week with some trauma for you all, or in 2 weeks with some trauma for you all, you know the drill. I've been Rusty. These have been my friends in the Mixed Up Overlay. Say hi, everybody. Say goodbye, everybody. And
bye, everybody.
Hello, goodbye.
Have been awesome. We will see you next time. Enjoy Stormy over there, and say hi from us if you haven't already. Bye.
Love you.
Bye.